Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode, another day, another dollar. We got a special guest today, HuddleTalkTV. The boy 905 shooter, known to others, but to us, first name basis, baby. Welcome, Jason.
Thank you for having me.
What's up, man? What's up? Welcome, bro.
We got the whole crew here. We
Yeah,
got
man.
Mike.
Yes, sir.
We got Nick here. We got
It's Khaled.
Khaled. I call you Cal.
Bro, okay. You can go with that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
blessed
saying?
you. He's
Yeah,
blessed
he
you.
blessed me with a nickname. You know?
I mean,
That's it.
you no one gave you that nickname?
No, man. No.
Nah, that's the
Usually
first time.
K.
The
I know, right?
Who calls you K, Khaled?
Bro, listen.
This guy.
just
Wait,
like, man, people-
is your full name Nicholas?
Nicholas.
Yes.
Yeah, my government official name.
Of course.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
Michael.
Michael is Mike. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so the Cal makes sense.
I got the
I
ethnic,
see where you're going
cultural
with that.
name. You know what I'm saying?
I know a guy I used to work with at
Yeah.
Walmart. His name is Khaled too.
Yeah.
But we call him Cal.
Really?
Yeah.
So we're running with it, bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
The guest
Today
is
a
never
nickname
wrong.
was born.
The guest is never
Today a
wrong.
nickname was born, bro.
But I don't think
That's
he wasn't Somalian.
What was he?
Oh shoot.
Arab? Probably
No,
Arab.
he was not Indian, but he was like
Pakistani.
no, he was just like he had like a brown skin, but like he was not Indian or any of those.
Really?
I
eh?
think he was like a
Sicilian. He was Italian.
No, wait. He's Guyanese. He was Guyanese.
Guyanese. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
A name
yeah.
like Khaled. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
Man, you know, it's gained some traction lately.
Yeah,
we got
yeah, yeah.
DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know?
but
With
it's
the E,
spelled-
though.
But that's spelled with the E. You're spelled with the I.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. I
You're
mean,
giving away all the government info.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, let's
Don't
get,
Google me.
Let's get us into this. Let's get us into this, man. So, Jason, it's been a pleasure, dude. It's funny. You were telling people on the vlog. You were making up excuses, bro. We had to push this because of you. Khaled did go on a
You know
trip,
what? I did go on a trip, but that was pre-planned, bro.
but
know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Well, okay. You had to put it to May. We talked in April.
We did. We have been pushing this.
because he had to go to not Somalia.
Saudi
Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, yeah.
The motherland.
Yeah. Well,
Not the motherland,
One
but
of the other motherlands.
close to it.
Pretty close.
and
pretty
then
close.
and then about 2 weeks before, while we're filming this, I got
Yeah.
COVID, where like I just got headaches.
Rite of
Kick your
passage
ass?
now, man.
Kick
No.
your ass?
No.
No, you're good.
No, it was really light. Like just
Yeah.
had headaches, cough, and a bit of head and runny nose.
Yeah.
Nothing serious, nothing like major.
Yeah,
like,
it didn't really knock you out. That's good, man.
Was it your first
That's
time
good.
or
yeah.
were you a virgin? You had your COVID virginity stolen?
Well, actually,
First time?
First time?
it was my first time.
That I know of.
Yeah, because I actually had a couple scares. Like,
Yeah.
I've encountered people where
Right.
they got tested positive, and then I was around them, but luckily I didn't get it. And I'm talking like, literally like,
Close
this-
proximity.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's weird, man. Yeah, like some people will get
Shit,
it,
how it
some
works,
didn't,
it's
and
just-
then I don't know. I honestly think it has to do with the tests, the inconsistencies.
Yep.
I
Sums
don't
off.
know, but we're not.
But
scientists.
we'll save that controversy for another time.
Or never.
I mean, you're
We
right.
can't get into it.
right into it.
Yeah, no way,
Not
man.
before the check clears.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah, so how long have you guys been doing this now?
Man,
Dude.
it's been a year now, bro.
Yeah, just over.
Just over a year during the lockdowns, huh?
Yeah, initially, yeah, it started off. I mean, towards the end of the lockdown, right? But
No,
well,
it was,
no,
it was during.
it was during,
so,
yeah.
so here's the reason.
It wasn't
Jason,
peak, though.
We decided it's because like none of us were seeing each other, right? We were all isolated, and we're like, okay, we're gonna start breaking the rules, and we're gonna start filming a podcast together. And like I told you prior to the pod here, like all this setup, man, is a accumulation of like a few years of like working at the dealership and winning the contest and just getting more gear. So the last year before this happened, we're like, okay, we're gonna take the money, we're gonna throw it into a setup, and that way all the buddies can see each other once a week, and we can feel productive about it.
Yeah.
And we can convince ourselves it's not recreational, it's for business.
exactly.
True.
We're here with purpose.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. And
Productively
you know
wasting
what?
time.
Exactly. But the one thing that we really wanted to get out of it was just to like get out of our like, you know, our shells, you know, like be able to like at least bring something to the table that other people can enjoy and relate to, you know?
Yeah. Mhm.
Like we were having all these conversations with each other, you know, meeting up with the guys and everything's cool, but it's like, why not share that with others? Because I'm sure everybody can relate to the things that we
Yeah.
talk about, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that's how you got to at least, you know, vibe with us and tap into the pod, right?
Of course,
You know?
yeah, and like, I was talking to Nick originally about it, just because
Yeah.
like I seen it all over, like just popping up everywhere.
We're like a virus. We're like the second most invasive
But
virus.
Yeah.
to kind of get into the origin story about it is
Yeah.
because I was scrolling through TikTok, okay, and this was at the For You page when it had random people show up and not your your friends because
Yeah.
they had 2 separate pages.
Right.
So I was on the actual For You page, but I'm barely on it.
Yeah.
And I see Huddle Talk pop up. And I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Like a new podcast. Never heard of these people before. And I saw that you're from Mississauga. And the reason why it was because of obviously the bio, but then it was the video where Nick is like, yeah, so if you want to avoid highway traffic, you...
The 401 hacks.
Yeah. To get through traffic, you go through behind trucks because they never get off their first gear or whatever.
Yeah, they're always rolling, man. No
Right, and they're always rolling. That's actually where I first found it. I'm like, I'm gonna take that idea and experiment.
Yeah.
And actually started working.
And, no, for real.
It actually works.
We blessed the broski.
Because people were calling cap on that
people
hard.
were
People were
violent
hating.
about that.
No,
Violating,
trust
bro.
me. No.
Violators.
So and so whenever you get stuck in traffic, Yorkdale or going past here, Ontario,
Yeah.
I always stuck behind trucks and I just went
And you
smoother.
cruise.
Smooth sailing, man.
Yeah.
Same
yeah.
speed.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah. But another thing I learned though from my brother is not just that, but have yourself a distance of at least 2 car lengths.
Yeah.
Because by the time you get to the person in front of you and you start rolling, they're going to start moving ahead. Because if you're always bumper to bumper behind them, you're going to waste gas and
Yeah.
you're always stopping. But if you're always moving, you're wasting less gas, but you're
Right.
also going at your speed and you're
Right.
not like waiting behind people.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
so you know, TikTok will fact check you.
Just so you know,
Yeah.
TikTok is not really fact checking because
Yeah.
they don't fact check.
Yeah, they don't. They really
That's true.
don't.
Top comment.
Yeah,
top
that's it. Pin this. That's it, bro. That's it. That's all they say, bro.
First, do you reply?
Do you reply? Why isn't this pinned, brother? How about you give me something meaningful so I can pin it?
You know
All
what?
right?
You know what TikTok needs to do?
What?
They need to add the feature of pinning 3 comments instead of just 1,
Why do you say
That's true.
3?
because that's
Well,
what Instagram
3
does.
you can do with IG, and that's kind of cool. Yeah, you get
Yeah.
stuck
You have
in
difference
that.
of opinion.
You get stuck in
Yeah.
that moment where it's like, oh, I want to pin this, but I also want to pin that, and so yeah.
But then and it's like it makes it selfish when you only pin your comment because
Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
no, that's what I do though. But
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's like I can only pin 1 comment.
Yeah, and it
And
makes you look like a douchebag. Like, you know, like
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. That just might be in your mind that you
Yeah.
hope that other people don't.
Don't
think.
interpret
yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly. Like, I only care about my comment, you know? But
It's an award, bro. Handing out awards, bro. It's
yeah, man.
But
award
it's a discussion
season, baby.
starter. It's a discussion starter
Yeah.
like, beyond the video.
Yeah.
So like what we do with the podcast too, I don't know if it really gets much engagement, but I always ask a question.
Yeah.
Like on Spotify, like you can post like a poll, right? Like, So
Okay.
we always like I'll take like one thing we talked about. And I always think that's funny. Like it's more like of a community type of engagement because it's like formalized like opinions and comments. Not that people won't give you their real opinion anyways, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's just like guiding the discussion. You know, it's just so it makes sense. You could do
Yeah.
multiples.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't know that they did that on Instagram. I didn't know it was multiple. I guess I never took that in.
Well,
Yeah.
now it's like a psychological thing. Now you're
Yeah.
going to go on Instagram and you go look at people's comments and you're going to see the top 3 pinned comments. It's
I'm gonna start going on all your posts. I pin this comment.
Make sure.
and plus you get notifications on your activity when someone
Yeah.
pins your comment.
Really?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did not know that, man.
Well,
didn't
if
know
you
that.
don't know,
The social media game, man. You're learning something every day, right?
yeah,
Yeah. The life and times of a content creator.
yeah.
man.
What about you, Mike? Do you use Instagram a lot?
I used to, bro. I've been off it personally.
This guy's
I
a
needed.
liar. He sends memes every day.
Yeah, you're not off it, bro.
I'm on and off, man. Okay, so for people who know me, man, and I'm sure other people go through this too, but for
Yeah.
IG, I go through my moments. I go through my spurts, but sometimes I'm just like a whore on IG, and I'm on there 3 hours a day. And then others, I'm not on it for a whole week.
That's good.
But I take my breaks because I realize when it's an issue, and then I'm like, I'll stop. And then sometimes when I come back on, I've got a bunch of messages from people, tons of memes or shit being sent, or people saying, "Where
You
have
have
you
like
been?"
a debt of
Yeah.
that you got to clear
But
of
it-
like responses.
But it feels
Lol.
good. But it feels good hopping
Yeah.
off IG for like a week or whatever it may be, clearing yourself.
Yeah.
It's that, yeah,
It's a cleanse.
Yeah.
100%, because it is social media. It does give you that dopamine hit, right?
Yeah, well, that is essentially what you get when you get a text message or any messages or notifications.
Emails, yeah, you get.
That's why I just turn off all my notifications off, just people who I follow. Because it's just like, I mean, not to say that it's bad that you get other notifications or you get another activity from other people, but like, some of the people that follow you don't necessarily leave good comments. So it's
Yeah.
like, you don't want to see that.
It's distracting
Yeah.
too, man.
Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
You can't keep that in mind, man. But it's tough though. Like, how do you feel like you respond to that? Like, what's your way of like making sure that it doesn't affect you?
Well, the cat just opened the door.
That's okay.
magically.
That's okay.
Wow, that cat has thumbs now.
She's that one's a little older, a little smarter. You know, they get a little smarter when they get older, and she pushes it open.
Phase 2 of the podcast.
Right.
Yeah. So to answer your question, mainly I don't respond to it.
Right.
I delete it, or I just don't go on Instagram.
Yeah,
right.
true.
Right.
Right?
Ignore.
To a certain extent, it's like if you see it, like do something about it. But if you're not on it, like I don't care to see it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my
makes sense.
problem, right?
Yeah. 100%.
But like I don't really care, and I don't really do that anymore. But
Right.
like honestly, podcast is the one place where like you could actually verbally talk, where people could like listen to you,
Yeah.
and understand your context,
Dude.
instead of text.
That's it. And that's the big problem that we find is, man, you can take any of our clips and you can twist anybody's words in 15 or 30 seconds.
Yep.
And you can make them look like, man, the amount of times that people think we're against the point when we're for the point is just mind blowing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But-
you know what? Just tap in. Maybe if you watch the whole
Yeah, the
thing
full
and listen
thing.
to it,
Yeah.
you
Dedicate
could
an
have an
hour of your
idea.
life to us.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Lose an hour of sleep.
And like people have done this where like editing is such a big tool because you could watch a clip and you can only get a certain amount of what you see.
Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes it gets taken out of context either on purpose
Yeah.
or because that's the way like they want to edit their videos, right?
Right.
Until you watch the full clip, then you could actually understand what they're meaning or what the whole reasoning behind that clip
But that's
is.
the thing with that is it's clickbait, right?
Yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of people, that's how they get their views, right?
Yeah.
They'll throw something out there that's completely out of context and just let you run with it.
Oh yeah,
You know?
but that's like a strategy where people
Yeah.
would do that. But at the same time, I feel that is very kind of negative in the long run because now people are gonna always assume
Associate
that
yourself with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That you're always looking for the next thing.
Controversy,
You know,
yeah.
like controversy.
Yeah,
100%. And going back to like kind of what the main point or beginning point was, I would say those people are probably okay with the negativity.
of course, yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're the rare breed that are
That feeds off it.
fine reading those kind of comments that
Yeah.
that come with social media and content creating.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, and that's the game that a lot of people have gotten themselves into, and
Yeah.
I stay away from that.
Yeah.
Dude, the problem is like I love confrontation. So the problem with me is like when we first started doing TikTok, I'm replying to every single one, and it
Yes.
becomes a game that you can't win.
You can't, bro.
No.
You just can't. You can't give you that much energy to that
You
many
just-
people.
that's what it
You
becomes.
literally get drained.
That's what it becomes, and
You
then
know?
they start taking your time away from you, right?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you have better things to do. Like you could
But a
be
good argument on the internet, Jason.
Sorry.
A good argument on the internet. You kidding me?
Yeah, but
Can you really help yourself when you know you're right, especially?
well, the best argument is when you have facts to back up your statement.
Right, 100%.
That's because if you're the type of person that comments back on someone's comment on video or photo,
Yeah.
and you just are thinking off the top of your brain,
Yeah.
but you have no facts to back it up, that just
Yeah.
basically it doesn't even make sense.
It's
anymore.
boring, especially when people are just like kappa ratio. It's like-
Exactly.
do you
Oh
guys
my
remember
God.
the golden age? I'll say the golden age of commenting was back when Facebook was a thing.
Yeah.
And it was like on your university, like, what were they, like anonymous? Do you remember like the
Anonymous,
anonymous
yes,
ones?
yeah,
Did you
yeah,
guys have
yeah,
that?
yeah,
at,
UTM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like you would have people commenting and getting in fights, but like you know the person,
Yeah.
you walked by them, but you've never talked to them type of thing.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
never had. I never went to UTM, so
Oh, where
Or
you
Or
go?
any
University.
what university?
I didn't go to university.
Oh, okay, okay.
I went to Humber and I went to Sheridan.
Okay, well,
But it doesn't matter.
They
Same
didn't
thing.
have those
Yeah.
anonymous pages,
Anonymous
like you know,
pages?
like oh, I saw this girl in the calf today, and she was wearing this and this and that, and
I
then the
think you're
person
cute.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you're really
exactly.
cute.
Well,
yeah.
one, I didn't go on Facebook that much.
Okay.
Damn.
And two, I don't really care.
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
I haven't talked to that many people in my college.
Yeah.
One, I went to the one in Rexdale, which the Rex.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
The one near Woodbine, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Woodbine Park with
Yeah.
the racetrack and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Which it wasn't that bad. It was just like it was in an area where
Yeah.
like you only feel safe in that.
Right.
In that campus.
Right.
Nothing else.
And then I went to Brampton and Davis campus, which I said it on record. That's the one of the worst colleges. It's probably one of the worst colleges.
Wait, why?
Wait. Yeah, break that down for us.
Okay. One, the location is actually trash.
Where is it located?
It's located in Brampton.
Okay.
Enough said.
Enough said.
Brampton is not that bad.
No, you're the type of guy that's never been to Brampton to know how bad Brampton is.
Well,
There you go.
I'm gonna vouch for them. Like, it's not all bad. It's not all bad.
yeah.
They have samosa deals.
Especially
No. I'm talking about like real life problems. I'm talking about driving.
Oh, yeah,
I'm talking
driving's
about
horrible,
I'm
man.
talking about the car insurance there. I'm talking
That's
about
awful.
the people there. Like there's a lot of trash people. There's a lot of shootings,
Yeah,
a lot
there's
of
a lot of-
robberies.
Yeah,
that
you're not
happen.
wrong. You're not wrong.
But I mean, I wouldn't say it's fair to put that only on Brampton, considering where we're from.
North
like
Brampton.
Toronto
Yeah.
itself has a lot of
First
those.
of
Yeah, but we're talking
Stretching-
Mississauga.
stretching-
No,
we're
stretching
talking about-
Toronto.
We're
yeah,
talking
we're
about-
not from Toronto. We're from Mississauga.
We're talking about Peel region.
Yeah, you're talking about okay.
Brampton is probably the worst.
Of Peel.
Yeah,
Up
Peel
Peel region.
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
Not, it's not close. Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
Yeah, like
Okay.
you rarely hear anything happening out of Milton.
Nothing's happening in Oakville. I'll tell you that much.
That's good.
Well, Mississauga has
Yeah.
basically got all the positives of Brampton without the negatives.
Oh yeah.
That's for the most part. And I'm not saying
get 3 for 1
Hold on,
samosas.
I'm
Yeah,
not
man.
saying Mississauga is like, oh, it's the greatest city in the world.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that the positives of Brampton, you get that in Mississauga.
Oh,
But
Right.
you're not dealing with the
to also
negatives.
back that up, transportation in Brampton's trash. At least my way, they actually got their stuff together.
Yeah.
My
I could never complain about my way. It was free for
Oh,
us
yeah.
during university.
We paid for it.
I
We subsidized
mean-
it.
Well,
I
it's
didn't pay for
it's
a
in
day to
your-
day.
Yeah. That's all that
I
matters.
I did have to pay for. I didn't drive at the time, so
Right.
I had to wake up at 5:30 a.m. to go for an 8 a.m. course.
Dang.
For
Bro.
culinary, and I would have to wake up and I would have to take 3 transits. One from my house to Meadowville Town Center, Meadowville Town Center to Derry and McLaughlin, and then take I think there was
3
the one,
transfers, bro?
and then the one going all the way up to Sheridan at Steeles.
Bro, my phone would have been dead by like the second
Tyler wakes
transit.
up at 30%.
Yeah, I'm done. But I would just have to listen to people speak on the transit all day.
Okay, so we need the culinary school knowledge. What is the easiest way to get the shell off of a hard-boiled egg? Ooh. Is that culinary?
I mean, like,
You know, that was the most random.
I mean, okay, I don't know if that. I mean, I guess it's a culinary.
Just crack it, bro.
Yeah, you crack it on a
A hard surface.
It always takes me more time than I think it should.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't use it. You don't crack it on the side of the bowl.
No,
bro?
no. Well, it's actually a technique that I do. I
Okay.
don't crack just one part and open it. I crack the entire side. Like I crack it on all sides so that it all
Really?
cracks.
But then you're gonna get the cracks of the eggshell.
No, we're talking
in it.
hard-boiled eggs.
Oh, hard boiled.
No. Because what I do is I crack one side and then I crack all the other sides so that it's easier for you to take off all this of all the peel of it.
Okay. Yeah.
interesting.
I don't
That's,
find
Wait,
that
what's the word for it for an egg? Oh, eggshell. Sorry,
Eggshell. Yeah, eggshell,
I don't
yeah.
know why I said peel.
yeah.
peels. No, that makes sense.
There's the peels is under the eggshell.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
layer.
there's a layer.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
what
but
this term
it's
is.
so
Yeah,
much
yeah, yeah.
easier for me to open it up.
It's foreskin. I don't know, man. Whatever it is, bro. Whatever.
That was the weirdest thing you just
Anyways, culinary.
Yeah.
I learned a lot actually because I learned how to do julienne.
What the hell is that?
You know,
That's the
Slicing technique?
yeah. You
yeah,
can go
type
ahead.
of slice. It's like
Yeah.
like a 0.5 of a centimeter. Like you cut it really like thin.
When you're cutting, like chopping onions.
Chopping onions, carrots, anything like vegetables.
Yeah.
It's very like thin.
That's like.
And then how to properly use a knife.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta 2 fingers, your middle finger and your index finger in the front, and your thumb is behind because you don't never want to cut your thumb. It's the worst to cut your thumb.
Yeah.
If you leave it outside, like if you're cutting like this, it's easier to cut your thumb.
Right.
So you want to leave it in the behind,
Right.
and then use your knuckles as your
guiding
guide.
point.
Kyle, I
Yeah.
can't even make macaroni and cheese,
Brother.
brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
I'm
KD.
sorry.
Skip the too advanced.
It's amazing.
Do you like KD?
Yeah, bro. I do.
No,
yeah.
it's garbage.
That's a
It's
staple for
garbage.
everybody's meal, bro.
It's garbage, man.
Yo,
Growing
that's my
up, that was a
childhood.
staple. Yeah.
These guys are that's bro. I understand that technically speaking, it's like garbage, but man, it
Yeah.
slaps. That's
Well,
like
not
you
good.
saying you love pizza to an Italian, but you're talking about Domino's or whatever. Yeah,
Geno's.
they think Gino, sure, same. Like,
I don't know.
Listen,
I don't know.
bro, Katie slaps, man. Don't,
Yeah.
don't
Yeah, well, okay. How do you make your KD? Well, actually, not you because you don't like KD. So,
Yeah.
Cal.
bro.
Mike.
I used to slice up hot dogs in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about you?
Is that a
Hot dogs
Canadian
in.
thing? Before I answer that, is
I don't know if anybody else does it.
I
but-
did. My mom did that for
Yeah.
me when I was a kid. 100%.
Well, I'll answer that after. But Mike,
Okay.
how do you cook your KD?
I mean, I don't put anything else in it besides I'll either do margarine or butter, depending
Yeah.
on what's in the fridge.
Yeah.
And I'll do milk.
Yes.
I'll do milk. Not
Yeah.
And
Wow,
now
what's-
we've got
2%
cream
or
in here.
1%.
See, growing up, I drank 2% like
Yeah.
a fiend.
Yeah, me too.
And at some point in my teenage years, when I was still living at home, my mom brought 1% home.
You know what I
And
gotta
I
start trying?
switched, and it was hard to get used to for the first week, and then all of a sudden it was like can't drink 2 anymore.
I gotta see if Katie slaps with oat milk.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
Oat milk. I'm
Yeah,
sure it does.
I mean, hey,
Bro,
I don't
I'm
drink.
sure
I
it
don't
does.
drink regular milk anymore, bro.
No, me neither.
Past that.
No, because it's like it's a propaganda of gets you calcium. It just makes you bloated and
Bro,
fat.
but it's
Yeah.
thank you.
100% it
Thank
does
you.
make you bloated.
After I drink milk, man, yeah, I just don't. I
Bro,
feel
my
different.
stomach feels horrible.
Yeah,
bro.
so I don't drink milk like cow milk. I drink oat milk or
Almond milk?
milk?
Almond milk.
Almond milk's
And-
trash. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
Any
I'm sorry, man. Stick to your oat milk, fam. Stick to the oat milk, fam. You thought I'm not gonna lie to you.
Brampton,
Brother.
of Peel region.
Keep it far away from me. I want nothing to do with
yeah,
it.
give it a restraining order. Like
Jason thought he was going to come out here and just say some blasphemous shit, huh?
so how I do it, I do the same way. I add margarine. I never add butter because butter just tastes like trash.
Yeah, margarine. Come on,
Milk
It does.
But this is like a Filipino thing. We used to add ketchup.
bro.
Bro, I
It
love
slaps.
ketchup.
Help me.
What?
The ketchup hits. The ketchup,
But you
like,
gotta be
You gotta add ketchup. Yeah.
You got to
100%.
be you got to be careful though. It's kind of like going to Osmos and getting the sauces and
Too much
whatnot on
garlic.
it.
The garlic
You got to
sauce.
know the amount of
Ratio.
ketchup to put on your
You gotta
KD.
put enough where it turns a bit of orange,
a little
Yes.
bit of orange, yeah.
but not red.
Yes.
You don't want
that's
it to be spaghetti.
Because then it tastes like it just tastes salty.
Yeah.
100%.
you
Yeah.
add that, you chop up some hot dogs.
Yeah.
You're set.
So-
Do you guys ever save your hot dog water?
For what?
For what? All right, bro, go in.
No, I'm just asking.
No, well, you brought it up. You brought it up, so you got to answer it.
See,
saving my hot dog
this is what Nick does. He'll bring something up when maybe he doesn't even have anything more for it. He's hoping you slip up, say, "Oh yeah," and then he'd be like, "Okay, go ahead." Now tell us why.
Well, you brought up the topic.
Yeah. Okay. So when you're cooking a chicken,
Okay.
When you're cooking pork,
Okay.
right? When you're making a soup stock,
Okay.
you cook the meat and you have a wonderful stock there. Man.
You know,
it's basically hot dog stock.
Yeah.
But it's beef, chicken, and pork in one little save for later.
you're not really helping your case. You know that, right?
What are you talking about?
Do you know, like, usually there's a stereotype where people say, white people smell like dog, like
Dog water?
hot dog water,
Dog water?
hot dog water.
Hot dog
Who
water.
said that?
Bro,
I've never heard this.
I have.
You guys have been saying this behind my back?
Well, Mike is white too. So we were talking off camera that I thought Mike
You
was.
forgot his name is Michael L. Temple, brother. Come on, man.
It's like,
L. Temple.
No, yeah, we're talking off camera because Mike. I thought Mike is Arab.
The famous.
He's the Arab.
Why did you come to that conclusion? Please tell me.
You know, because
What's the logic behind it?
Because of the TikTok where you're talking about how Arabs they don't pronounce P.
Yeah.
And then you made the joke is like, yeah, so you're not pushing P.
But Michael does. Okay, but in fairness,
Yeah.
there are a lot of short, like Syrian guys from
Bro,
a particular
that
region
look very white.
look like
That-
Mike.
you're right.
With the beard like
Syrians
that.
and Lebanese.
Lebanese,
Lebanese, yeah.
Maybe like in the mountains, like the mountain men Lebanese.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
But I agree with that. There's a lot of
Yeah.
Syrian dudes that will have that aesthetic that
Yeah.
Mike has.
Yeah,
Which
so-
is
But I can't be Lebanese because
Why?
Lebanese guys can't go a day without telling you they're Lebanese.
Is that so, eh?
So let's backtrack though. So with the hot dog situation,
Yeah.
Filipinos, it's a Filipino thing where we add hot dogs and we add brown sugar.
Oh,
To the
I like
the
that.
Jollibee
Wow.
special?
Yes.
To KD?
No. It's like spaghetti or like mainly spaghetti.
Yeah.
We add sugar and hot dogs. It's a Filipino thing. So if you go to Jollibee,
Yeah.
you get that, and that's what it comes with, and you get some fried chicken
Shout
too.
out to all my Filipinos.
Yo, that's
Kumusta
great.
ka? Kumusta ka? Mabuti. Shout out to all of them, man.
Brother, what?
He would know, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
He said hello.
Yeah, how are you?
How are you?
Yeah. I'm good.
Mahal kita is I love you.
Yes. Mahal kita, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I remember growing up in the UAE, man. There was a lot of Filipinos. So when I used to go to like the supermarket and just like even the corner stores and everything, you know, like I'd come across a lot of Filipinos. Like, so I've been practicing my Filipino with them all the time, you know?
Tagalog.
So no, Tagalog. There's
Tagalog.
It's
Tagalog
called,
and
Bisaya.
Bisaya, yeah.
They're called dialects.
Dialects,
So they have
right.
like hundreds of dialects. So
Yeah.
you don't say Filipino.
Right,
You say whatever dialect they speak. And then
Okay.
each region, there's like over 7,100 islands.
Yeah.
What?
Wow, that's
in the-
crazy.
In the Philippines. I don't know the exact number, but 7,100 something or maybe 7,400.
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyways,
That's a lot of
It's a real tourist attraction, bro. A
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
the islands, a lot of people be going there.
yeah,
bro.
there's a lot of areas have different dialects.
Right. So
Right.
what's the most common dialect in the Philippines?
Well, my parents speak Bisaya,
Bisaya.
but a lot of Filipinos would speak Tagalog.
But you would be able to understand them regardless, right?
Yeah, they just have different ways of speaking it. Just like every
Right.
other language, like they have different specific ways of saying
Dialects,
words.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to your home countries?
No, I've never been back home
Every day.
actually, man.
Oh, you're in Canada. You're just straight Canadian.
This guy
yeah.
just leaves the front
I
door.
leave
He's
the front
home.
door. I'm like,
I'm home.
the
It's good.
motherland.
It's great to be home. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm Canadian too.
Yeah.
My parents are Croatian, so
Yeah.
my dad.
So, yeah, so
I
you-
haven't been. No.
No? Well, what where are your parents from originally?
My father is English, so and I've never been, but my mom is French Canadian, so
Yeah.
so I've been there a bunch, but yeah,
Quebec.
Yeah, it's tough, you know, when you grow up, and obviously being in like a diverse place like Mississauga, especially in school, like everybody around you is from somewhere else, or most are. I'm like, oh, where are you from? Canada.
Just say you're not. Just say you're not.
you don't say
Just say
that.
you're not.
No,
Yeah,
that's
come on,
how
bro.
I felt. It's like I'm not. It's not like I'm ashamed of it. It's just like they have these cool, interesting stories, and I'm like, oh well, I'm from here. You know
Yeah,
where
but
here
there's
is
some,
like.
of, some of the girls love to be like, I'm half Scottish, 1/4 Irish, one quarter.
Bro, I never understood that. Like growing up, like I remember a lot of kids. Like this was like in like a lot of the kids like growing up, they would always be like, oh, you know what? Oh my, I'm half like just say like Somali, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll talk about another part of where they're from. But it's like a small percentage, you know, like it's like your great grandmother's
Like 23
dad. You know what I'm saying?
Like
you know,
paid for that. You paid for that
Yeah,
knowledge.
you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, bro,
Yeah.
some things you do not state.
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
just talk about what the majority is
Yeah.
and let us work from there.
Yeah. Like,
You know
so
what
for
I'm
me, I say I'm Filipino, but like I have a bit of Spanish in me.
You're not gonna say you're Spanish though.
Of course not. That's
Yeah.
why I don't say that.
Thank you, man.
Right. And then
Self-awareness is key.
Yeah, and then my mom has a bit of Chinese descent, but I don't say I'm Chinese. Like I don't say like, oh, I'm 10% Chinese.
No.
No. I just say I'm Filipino.
Exactly.
It's the most simple thing that people get. Okay, you're Filipino. Cool.
Save those facts for ancestry.com, man.
Yeah,
Let them break
or
them down.
or 23andMe.
23andMe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, there's something that I need to tell you. And this is very hard transition. So I was taking the GO train the other day,
Okay.
and I came across the smartest homeless person, most sophisticated system for picking up garbage I've ever seen.
Okay.
Okay. So this was at Exhibition GO train station.
Okay.
Right. And I was waiting for my train. This guy had a shopping cart, obviously. He had the shopping cart lined already with a garbage bag, right? And you know those forceps? I don't know, that's like the pregnancy term, but the garbage picker upper?
Oh yeah.
Stick, that's the clamps.
The clamps, right?
Yeah.
This is how smart the guy is. He hits up Exhibition GO train station. He's pulling out container after container of hard seltzers. White Claws, Trulies, cans of beer. Because think about it, everybody gets off at Exhibition for Liberty Village and they party and they go to the game or whatever. And I'm like, this guy literally just made
picking
like
it out.
20, and he's not even getting his hands dirty.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is literally how
How
does
do you
this
even
guy,
think? How do you think of that,
Bro, this
That's
guy needs
crazy.
to run YouTube ads. You know what I mean? Like, stop being broke. You know?
I mean, to be fair, to counterpoint that, I mean, it doesn't take a genius to know like there's other ways to pick up garbage without getting your hands necessarily dirty.
But the combination of everything is just like
I think
the chef's kiss.
I think what made you more impressed is the fact that he's homeless, but at the same time though, he's still a human being. Like he's got it
going. Yeah.
He's
probably-
got a system,
thinking about how to
you
eat.
know?
Yeah, he's thinking about how to feed himself.
and
at the end of
he
the
can just go to the LCBO, give them all that, and gets money back.
day. Get money back.
He's got a system. I
100%.
love that.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I've always noticed. If you ever do notice, like homeless people attempting to do things like that. Is one of the biggest things, especially in a city like Toronto, is like beer bottles, beer cans. They're everywhere, man. And you can, even though it's only like 10 cents a bottle or whatever, a can, that's like a decent amount if you put in like a couple hours a day of
So I have a
around.
question for you guys.
It's a solid amount of money.
You're at a light. You're waiting, right?
Okay.
You got a homeless man.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's trying to wipe your windshield, right?
Well, this is 1990s homeless. People don't do that anymore.
Bro, they do that.
Okay, keep
Okay.
going.
Highway 401 in Weston?
Okay. Keep
Just go there, brother. Okay? All right, you'll see for yourself. A homeless man pulls up to you. Not homeless, whatever. I don't know what his situation is.
Okay.
But this person
On the
goes and
street.
on the street, decides to come and wipe your windshield, okay?
Okay.
Do you feel like you're inclined to tip that person? Or would you keep it moving as soon as it turns green?
Tip it.
Really?
Well, he's doing you a favor.
Why would he be doing me a favor? What if I just got a car wash? And you're just smudging my windshield.
Well, if you got a car, okay, to counterpoint that, if you got a car wash,
Yeah.
you just drive by him, you say, no, thank you.
Bro, I'm telling you, they're not giving that opportunity. There's no opportunity for you to say, don't do it. It's more of like, oh, brother.
Oh, sure.
Well,
some,
I mean,
some can be like that.
Some
are
or
very
it's all
quick.
I think it's all situational.
Yeah.
I think it's like, if they're very like demanding,
Yeah.
and you do it, okay, cool, right? But you're like, be nice about it, like.
Bro, of course. You don't have to be a douchebag.
I'm always nice.
I always tip whenever I go out now.
Yeah.
Like whenever I go to a restaurant, regardless of the service, I tip them at least something.
It's
Yeah.
funny because the Globe and Mail was actually discussing that recently. If we should continue with tipping culture.
Did you say tipping or tipping?
Tipping.
Okay.
Oh.
Tipping culture.
So did you know that in Japan they
Right.
don't do tipping?
Why is that?
It's just a sign of respect because Japanese people believe in their culture that they get paid for what they deserve. They feel like they get paid.
Right.
So they don't
Ask for more.
No, they don't. They would take your money back if you even want to give them a tip. And then they also, I think it's a cultural thing where if you slurp your soup, I think.
It's like a
it's the.
I think it's
the
Chinese-
louder it is. It's
yeah,
actually,
that means it's respect that you like it a lot.
Yeah.
But I think
Wow,
that's
okay.
I think that's a Chinese thing. But
Yeah.
I think in Japan they're very cultural. Where like
Right.
they don't like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to add to that, North America is really like
Bad.
one of the very few places where tipping even exists, man.
Yeah,
Like if you're a traveler and you
Bro,
go
you would know
anywhere-
this. Yeah,
I
you've
know
been so
that.
many places.
Everywhere I've gone, and it took me a while to adjust because you don't really necessarily know this, but you go to tip someone and it's the same way. They give you the money back. You're like, no, stop. And they deal with it. They know, but they could trick you too, right? They could say like, oh, thanks, and take the money.
Yeah.
But they don't. They don't want it. But the difference too there is they actually get paid more than what
Nah, man. You know how they make up
the
for
service.
it?
The service here do not get paid the same.
You know how they make up for it? They scam you on the taxi rides, bro.
Oh yeah,
They overcharge
That's why
you,
you
bro.
take Ubers. That's
Bro,
why
I had to learn that the hard way when I was in Saudi. Like one of my friends, I was headed to the mosque, right? And we had a guy that was coming, and we left the hotel, and there was a taxi that pulled up, and he gave us a quote that was like, let's just say 50 real more, whatever is that currency, than what it's supposed to be. And luckily, I went and asked my cousin that's actually there all the time, like, is this like normal? And no, he's like, bro, he's overcharging you. Make sure you use Uber. You know, so that's what you got to watch out too. That's how they get you, bro.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna tip them, they'll make that money somehow.
Yeah, even in the
You know?
Philippines when I went, like we used to take taxis and it'd be like $300 to $600. I even forget the
Currency. Yeah. Whatever it may be. Yeah.
Pesos.
No,
No, it
it's
is
not.
pesos.
No way. When?
Oh, yeah,
Philippines?
Yeah, pesos.
Okay.
You guys.
Okay,
I
bro.
have-
Damn, you're so
Hey,
cultured.
it's been a minute though. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
But they would charge. I mean, it's like $50 for a taxi ride, but like
Right.
Uber is just so much cheaper.
Yeah.
Actually, you don't even use Uber in the Philippines. Actually, they use something called like Wave or something like completely
yeah.
Similar.
but it's a completely different name. They don't even use Uber in
Interesting.
Philippines.
Right.
Yeah.
Wonder
No,
why.
they used another company as well, but Uber was like the dominant. Like
Yeah.
everybody
But
used,
this
yeah.
one is actually pretty good too.
Yeah.
It's similar to Uber. It's just their own way of that's just their own transportation.
man.
Taxis suck though. That's why the Uber company like
It's taking over, bro.
Yeah.
100%. Don't scam me, bro.
yeah,
Don't think I'm an
taxis
idiot.
suck.
Yeah, bro. 100%. Man.
Smells.
Man, I remember. I remember. Do you remember that viral video of that taxi driver that was stopping
In Toronto?
in Toronto?
Yeah.
Remember that was going
And
crazy
he held
when
the
Uber
door and
was
they
start-
slid.
Wait, what happened?
Bro.
So Phil, tell the whole story. Tell the whole story.
No, go ahead, Nick. No, he knows it very well.
No, man, it was there was an issue I think with the zoning for Uber or whatever bylaws to say that they were allowed or they weren't allowed.
Okay.
And the taxi drivers, this was like a university and I can't remember where, but like right outside the courthouse, basically.
Yeah.
And the taxi
It's like
drivers
right
were
near Nathan Phillips Square.
yeah, the taxi drivers were trying to stop people, and some guy was driving through and he held on to the door handles.
Oh,
And then there was a reporter there recording the whole thing.
The whole thing, and dragged the guy. The guy was okay. He
And
was.
she asked him
He
after.
scuffed his shoes a little bit.
He gets up and dusts himself off. She's like, "Do you really think that was all worth it?" Yeah. He's like, "We got to stop them. We have to stop them."
Do you remember that one time when like all the taxi
That's
drivers
crazy.
like were on the highway or something? They were all honking. I think it was taxi drivers, but like they were protesting because of the fact that like Uber was taking over,
Yeah.
and they wanted to, like the people to get back to taxis.
You know what it is? Also, I heard that taxi drivers actually pay a premium for their license
Yeah,
plates,
they
and
do.
they put a lot of money into it.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where
Like, they're
Uber,
trying to- they
Uber
have to
didn't
re-
have to. Yeah, it's required for them to do
Yeah,
it
to buy
but
the
for
plate.
Uber, it wasn't, and so they were
Yeah.
pissed because
'Cause they
there's
can't
a
recoup
reason
the
why
cost.
taxis had to charge so much to recoup and profit, but Uber could have it for cheaper and not.
And it's your
do
own car.
It. And
Yeah.
and it's your own car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think though, in fairness, in terms of driving ability, both are equally horrible. Taxis and Ubers.
If you go by
What do you mean?
averages,
By averages, I think they're both equally horrible.
I like the
there-
Uber experience, bro.
I go-
is there
with Uber.
is there no requirements besides just having a license for Uber? Is that what, is it still? like-
No, your car has to be
yeah.
a certain year as well.
yeah.
Yes, I know, but in
That's
terms
pretty
of
much it.
in terms of like actual good
Oh,
driving.
you have to watch at least 4 of the Fast and Furious
Because
movies.
somebody from Canada who has a driver's license doesn't mean they're a good driver.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
pretty
that's
easy to
true.
get a driver's license.
No, of course. You have to have at least, I would hope
I think they do
that they
background
employ
checks.
people
Do they? Okay,
that
I
have
didn't
good
know,
driving
yeah.
records.
I would imagine do background checks because like what if this guy has multiple accidents? Like they're not gonna allow this person to get into an Uber.
When you're
No way
abstract.
they're going to let you get driven by a serial rear ender. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially in
doing
Brampton.
Especially in Brampton, bro.
Yeah, right in
They-
the boozy.
Yeah.
They do that actually, in Brampton. Though they actually do that on purpose. They would actually
Oh, dude, I-
stop their car so that they get bumper to bumper crashes, so they get the driving insurance.
Insurance fraud. Yeah.
Bro.
I've
Sure
seen
That's
does.
why
those
I don't
videos,
go
man.
there. That's why I don't go
Yeah.
there.
that's-
OG footage of those dash cam scams are from Russia. Like I remember Live Leak. You remember watching this? Like
Yeah,
10 years
live
ago?
leak. Oh my God. What
All
a
these
throwback.
videos. Yeah, I remember. Like they would. This was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's in Brampton now.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Bro,
I've seen a few of
you'd
those.
see people literally crossing and then just hopping on the windshield of your
That's
car and then
crazy,
dropping,
bro.
right?
Speaking of
Bro.
online streaming, do you remember LimeWire?
Oh my God, bro!
man.
Come on.
My computer definitely remembers LimeWire.
Yeah.
it ain't here anymore. It ain't here
You know,
anymore.
I think only 80s and 90s kids
Yeah.
would remember the LimeWire, the burning of the disc, the desktop of Windows 99.
Brother,
Yeah.
Little Wayne _ lollipop.mp3 me.
Yeah.
Bro, it
Yeah.
ruined
No,
my-
dot MP3. Yeah.
Dot MP3.
And
Yeah.
then sometimes the song would be like, "I did not have sexual relations with that woman." Right? I'm like, "What is this?" Right?
Yo,
It was
yo.
Bill Clinton or something.
Yeah, Bill Clinton. Yeah.
You know what's actually like kind of fucked up though? Like when you think about the song Ignition Remix by R. Kelly, yeah, the lyrics in that song, it actually is like basically like incriminating himself that he actually did it. In a sense, if you listen up,
Yeah, I think
she meet me in the hotel lobby or something. We go upstairs and there's a hotel party.
yeah.
Something like if
In a
you
way, yeah.
if you listen to the lyrics, especially because he had a scandal with Aaliyah when she was underage, and he was like in
He
his,
married
like-
her.
He married her when
Yeah,
she was like
That's
16,
gross,
Yeah.
man.
right?
Yeah.
Did the song come out before it was known, or that
Yeah.
there's allegations?
Yeah.
This was made in like the
Okay.
late 1990s.
Yeah, right.
So
okay.
like this was around the time when R. Kelly was doing all this shit before he actually got caught.
Yeah.
That's
So
That's
essentially,
crazy.
like now, like you look back, if you go, I don't know, I've only listened to that one song, but probably if you go back to his other music, you're probably like,
probably in there. There's
they're
stuff
probably
in there.
just
Yeah,
like, just
100%.
like, just like how Young Thug and Gunna or is it?
Yeah, Gunna right now, the Rico case, right?
Yeah, where
Yeah.
like the lawyer or the prosecutor was reading out lyrics and he's like, I pulled up in my Maxima with a 49 or something, and then like they found a gun with a 49.
But I have a question though. Okay, now that you bring up that point, do you think artists, should have their lyrics used against them?
that's a whole debate.
That's a creative. That's like a creative thing. Like that's just imagination, right? I can,
It's
as
not
a rapper,
always.
as
It's
a
not
rapper, yes,
always.
bro.
No, I'm saying it's not always.
Okay.
I know.
But as an artist, right? I'm supposed to paint a picture of something to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be reality,
Yeah.
right? I can sell you a dream,
That's
right?
fine.
And for you to later use that against me as reality,
Okay.
Yeah.
that's not fair.
But here's my point. If a rapper's to come out, throw out some bars, put out an album,
right.
to just randomly place things on him now because he said things in a song, that's wrong.
Okay.
But in this case, there's allegations and there's stuff out there that
There's-
this man did something, then they can go to his music and possibly link
But,
the
but
two
it's not
together.
conclusive, though.
It's not
No,
conclusive.
but
It's-
like to convince a jury at the end of the day.
It's used to convince a jury.
That's just to sway people's mindset
Yeah.
during the
I
whole-
mean, I'm not really familiar like in terms of the whole case, but
Yeah.
I've heard of like, okay, the lyrics that the prosecutor specifically said in court is aligned with what they found at a scene of a crime.
Yeah.
And it was like a rented car under Young Thug's name or something like that.
yeah. That was a problem.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dude, that
Yeah.
meme though, of that kid singing when I'm on jury duty, when Young Thug's case, trying not to sing digits.
Yo,
Run up the digits, I run up the money.
do you remember when Meek? No, was it Gucci Mane when he was
Yeah.
in court? He's like, are you guilty? He's like, bitch, I might be.
That's owning up to something.
Yo.
I've ever heard it.
Do you know about the story about Gucci Mane? One time, I think he was in Georgia.
Yeah.
And I think he was living in Atlanta at this time.
Yeah.
Supposedly, he went to the strip club.
Right.
Okay. He brought a stripper back to his house.
Right.
I forget who told me this story.
Right.
So someone tried to rob his house. And I think in Georgia you have a self-defense law where like
Yeah.
if you kill somebody in your house as self-defense,
Yeah.
I don't think you get charged.
Yeah.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
In a red state like that.
It's
yeah,
there's a lot. Yeah, there's
What?
more. It's more than Georgia. There's a lot
Yeah.
of states. It's you have to be very careful. Sorry, I'll let you finish and then I'll and then I'll go on.
So
after.
what he did was he killed the guy. He buried him in his backyard. I don't know like if this is like legit, but you could probably look it up on YouTube, on Google. The stripper leaves. She's obviously scared.
Mm-hmm.
He goes back to the strip club, brings another stripper
Oh my
back to his
God.
house.
And acted like nothing happened.
Yeah.
And he just buried a man in his backyard.
Wow.
Oh,
I,
bro.
like
And is that the case he ended up beating? Because I heard he beat a case, like
yeah,
a murder
and
charge.
I think from what I remember, someone was telling me that story was related to when he was in court, and the judge asked if you're guilty.
And then
I
so
think
that's
he
the
said-
origin of the meme.
I think so.
Wow.
I could be totally wrong, but
The comments will let us know.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know, speaking of LimeWire, when you brought it up, it's funny because I was watching an interview by Soldier Boy, and he was actually explaining like how he blew up in that time, right?
Yeah.
Because remember the whole crank that,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, that
Superman was a
huge.
bro.
Yeah.
Superman was huge, bro.
Yeah.
he had the internet on YouTube, bro. Original YouTube guy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he said the way he used to blow up on LimeWire is he used to actually fake the title of his songs. Like he would put like popular tracks,
Yeah.
but it's his song.
Yeah.
You know, like he'll put In the Club, like 50 Cent, but it's his
And
song
his
or
song.
something.
Bro,
You know?
that's hilarious.
And that's how he
He's a
gained
genius.
traction, bro. Amazing, bro.
a genius.
Smart, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, to go back on you, Mike. You were talking about the red states. I don't know anything about politics or anything like that, but like
I mean, shit. I just pretend I do, but no, yeah. In a lot of red states, there is basically the case of self-defense and murdering someone on your own property, private property. You can use it as self-defense, and often, as long as they could prove that it is, you're not guilty. So I've heard of multiple cases where there are in a southern state a white dude will intentionally like provoke and make a black man pissed off. And if the black man doesn't know any better and he starts like, what are you saying?
What?
There's been cases where they go and he's trying to draw him into his house.
onto his house.
So he could pull, and there was one case, and it's on another podcast, and I can't remember the name of the podcast. The guy is telling this story, and he was very lucky that day to have his buddy who happened to be from there. He wasn't from there, but his buddy was. And his buddy stopped him and pulled him back and said, you do not want to go on that property because the moment you go on there, he's going to kill you.
yeah.
And he explained it to him
That's
because he was
messed
from like a
Get
more
off my
northern
property,
Yeah, he was
boy.
from a more northern
Yeah.
city sort of thing.
Wow.
In the States. But it's wild, man. There's some wild self-defense stuff.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
That's
yeah.
wild.
You know,
man.
that's actually like, and back to like saying the wrong answer and then getting the internet to tell you the right one.
Yeah.
That's actually like a theory. Like there's a name for it.
Really?
Like it's like the fastest way to finding out true information on the internet is
Yeah.
by posting the wrong answer.
and somebody will correct
Somebody
you.
will give you
There's
the right
always
answer.
that guy that wants to be the
But it's
smart.
true,
smart
yeah,
guy.
But,
like,
I
right?
mean, that's if the person's actually giving you wrong facts. You want to be that one person and be like, okay, here are the right facts.
Yeah. You want to be on the
You
other
wanna-
side of the.
Like you're not
Yeah.
just doing them a favor, but you're doing everyone else.
Exactly.
There-
Instead of misleading people.
There can legitimately be some tough situations sometimes too on Twitter where you see two people going back and forth
Yeah.
and they're both like delivering legitimate arguments full of content, but they're polar opposite opinions. And it's like, these both seem right.
Yeah.
But
I
they're
don't know
both
how you can
exact. Like, how are you supposed to figure out the truth in some certain scenarios
Yeah.
with
That's why
social media?
You got Google.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but even
that's what-
Google will give you both damn answers.
talking
Like,
about?
Yeah, listen.
I don't.
You know, guys, I have a question for you, by the way.
Okay.
Have you guys heard about Swedengate?
you wanted to bring this up.
Yeah. Have you
don't.
heard about that?
Is this involving ASAP?
No.
Okay,
No.
no.
But we freed him from Sweden, though. We freed him. He was,
Thank God.
Me and the boys
That was
were
thank
working
God
hard.
for Trump.
Trump worked some things out and freed my
So
boy. But
what's the Sweden
so
gate?
Swedengate, man, has been a trending topic actually the last few days on Twitter.
Okay.
So initially it started off as a Reddit post, right?
Okay.
And originally the person who posted this asked a question. They posted the question and was like, what is the weirdest thing that you've seen in another culture
Okay.
that you've witnessed yourself, right? So a person comments right under, and this was like one of the leading top upvotes on Reddit, right? And
Yeah.
it led to a discussion later on Twitter. So they're like, I went to my Swedish friend's house,
Okay.
and their family was having breakfast downstairs, right?
Okay.
And so this kid was invited over. He's a kid, right? So he was
Did he specify how old he was or no?
he just said I was a kid at that
Okay,
time,
okay.
right? So I like basically probably like a sleepover. So he
Okay.
overheard the family having breakfast.
Okay.
So what he does is he tries to come downstairs, and his friend tells him, "Oh, we're almost done. We'll be you can continue playing up there." So apparently this is like a Swedish tradition where they don't actually, like when guests come over, they don't actually make them food. And guess what the logic behind it is? So apparently the logic is that they don't want to take away from like the family dinner time that kid would have had with his family or whatever plans they had. But on the flip side, people were like looking at them sideways like, bro, how do you not offer your guests food?
Yeah.
And it's not a thing. It's actually an issue. So there've been a bunch of tweets where people were talking about it. They're like, yo, Swedish people are actually like selfish. They will not give people like meals when they come over. I need you guys to verify, but a lot of Swedish people have been coming out and actually saying, yeah, it's true. We,
Wow.
we don't.
Verifying it, yeah.
We do not do
Here,
that.
yeah, take these Swedish berries and shut up.
Yo, I saw the funniest tweet. It was like, yo, I'm having a Swedish summer this year because it's all about me.
Yeah. I just thought of this now.
Yeah.
They're the Swedish House Mafia.
Oh,
Wow.
Bro.
ding ding.
Wow.
Play that. It's been verified.
It's been verified, bro. Verified.
that's
Yeah,
funny.
because Asian culture, or Filipino specifically,
Right.
like if a guest comes over,
So communal.
you invite them to have food with you.
100%, bro. If in a Somali community, bro, if we
Everybody.
invite people over,
Every other culture, man,
you're
basically,
having
yeah.
food before I eat, and if there's nothing to eat, you'll
Well,
have
that's because you
whatever's
guys are
there.
always late. So you're all-
Oh, speaking of late,
Yeah.
there's always like times to when people are late. Like Filipinos are at least like 30 minutes late.
Really?
Indian people typically an hour late.
Yeah.
And this is my mom telling me this through her coworkers who are Indian, who are Jamaican. So she's
Personal
not
experience.
Yeah, so she's not like saying this like
No.
out of her
Out of
mind.
nowhere, yeah.
And then Jamaicans supposedly like an hour, like 2 hours or so, they're
hours.
late.
Yeah,
But
we got a
wait,
Jamaican buddy.
late for what though? Exactly.
Late for anything.
What do you mean? There's
hey.
no way somebody's gonna be late for 2 hours if it's a funeral.
Anything. Well,
Their wedding.
okay. Oh, supposedly.
The guys meeting up, I'll be late. That's a different situation.
Allegedly, like
Yeah.
it depends. Maybe like say there's like a family dinner or
Yeah.
a family gathering. They're like an
But
hour.
what about that whole culture behind being fashionably late, bro? That's a huge thing.
Well,
Like,
2 hours is
said-
not
well,
fashionably
it's
late,
not
so
the
just
Met Gala,
relax.
brother.
Whoa. You
Exactly.
guys were talking this
among
on,
celebrities.
You guys were talking about this on a podcast recently, and you were talking about how people who are late are more happier because
Yeah,
you don't
cap.
have to worry about stress. But also the people who are waiting on you are more stressed because you're late. My answer to that is, well, it depends on how late you are. And
100%.
And
100%.
And if you tell the person that you're late.
Yes.
Because
That's a
it-
big thing.
Because if you don't tell the person that you're late, they're gonna be wondering, is this guy even showing up? But if you tell
Right.
them, hey, I'm on my way, I'm gonna be this much late, this many minutes late,
Right.
at least it relieves the stress of them being like, oh shit, okay, this guy is actually coming. He's going to be late. Then they can feel a bit more happy of knowing like, okay, this person's actually showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of just like and showing up whenever they feel like
That's
it.
true.
That's how you know if somebody was raised right. If they let you know ahead of time.
And
Yeah.
for me, like my threshold would be like, okay, 30 minutes, like, okay, I kind of feel bad.
Yeah.
5 minutes, 10 minutes is like, okay, you're like,
Traffic.
like,
No, I don't not. Yeah, I
The-
don't
the
care
traffic-
about 5-10
the-
minutes.
so yeah, like at 5-10 minutes, it's like, okay, like, you know, like you
Yeah.
made the effort to come, you just came a bit late through something.
Apple Maps glitched once again.
Yeah, 15 minutes. Like 15 minutes is like, okay, maybe like,
Yeah.
you know, you got stuck in traffic or an accident or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, if you're like 30 minutes, an hour late, okay, like, what's the deal here?
You came out when you were supposed to be here. That's what it is.
Oh, speaking of, I just remember this. Were you the type of person, or did you
Yeah.
have friends where they said that they're leaving your house, they're leaving their house, but they're actually getting ready
In the
still?
shower, actually.
Yeah. You're the
And
type
for our audio listeners, we're pointing at Callan.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Yo,
Yes.
I'm on Eglinton.
Listen.
Was that you or Kamar?
No, that wasn't me.
That was
Bro,
Kamar.
I never lie about where I'm at. I don't. I mean, yeah, actually, I actually did lie a few times.
Yeah.
Yo, Chris
Say
Daddy.
we'll lie.
Yeah,
Chris
yeah,
say
Yeah,
we'll
we
lie.
can confirm he is lying.
You're right. But to my defense, bro, I feel bad if I say, you know, I'm gonna be there in 10 minutes, bro.
I don't feel
and
bad.
knowing that I'm not gonna be there in 10 minutes.
Just there's nothing wrong.
I just
with
say I'm
being
gonna
10
be
minutes
late. I'm gonna
Just
say I'm gonna be
saying,
late.
I'm gonna be 10 minutes late.
But I don't
Yeah,
give a
like-
time. I'm not the type to
you
give
know,
a time.
You know why though? But
I'm gonna be late.
At the same time though, like at least you give them a range of how long you'd be, and it's not like when you say you could give them a time,
Yeah.
they're gonna think, okay, like this guy's gonna be here in 15 minutes. I look at the clock, but they're not gonna be staring at the clock.
See that?
It's a rough estimate.
Yeah, they're not gonna look at their. They're not gonna put a timer on their phone and be like, this guy's just gonna show up in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna be like that. They're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're just gonna estimate of like, okay, this guy's gonna show up within 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
The only time that irritates me is like when I'm doing like a Kijiji or a Facebook deal.
Yeah.
And the person like
Ah, yeah,
was
that's-
supposed to come and said upon time, and then they just kind of disappear, and they're like, I'm on my way, and then it's just like you kind of like waiting at the door, you know, like the Pablo Escobar meme where he's like just, you know, waiting around in his pool, right? That's what you feel like because you're like,
Yeah.
you're there to do something, so you can just
Right
like,
by the swing.
Yeah, like I don't want to even be doing this,
Or
right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
or like the deal's been agreed upon, and then they're like, let's say they're 10, 15, whatever minutes late that they are, and they get there, and now they're like, actually want to bring down the price by like 10, 20 bucks.
I love that. Let's go. Let's go.
I know, because you love your damn confrontation and shit.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Is the background there like breaking news?
Yeah, I know. Background, dude. That's the
Yeah, yeah.
background. We originally, when we were doing one episode, man, we actually did like the green screen. Like we tried to overlay the screens, right? Like we'll do it now in post, right?
Yeah.
But one of them we did like a weather report. We thought we were going to be funny like anchormen, and we are going to try and do like news reports and stuff. And so we originally started the podcast, and it was 5 of us.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's why
I
there's
know.
no longer 5 of us.
That didn't last very long.
Yeah.
All we would do was talk over each other.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the
5 guys.
Yo,
I ain't talking about the burger spot.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't talking about the
honestly.
burger spot. But you know, one thing, like when we're talking about like etiquette, being on time and
Yeah.
whatnot. Another pet peeve of mine is if you give somebody your phone, right?
Okay.
And you show them a picture in your camera roll.
Oh.
Brother, why'd you just swipe right?
Yeah.
Wait,
Why?
Who's doing that?
Why, bro? It happens.
No, nosy
Bro, it
people.
happens.
Nosy
Nosy people. I
people.
swear.
Nosy people who want to know your business when
Brother.
they don't tell you things.
I've never
Exactly.
experienced that.
And they try and play it off like it's an accident too.
Exactly.
Like,
Well-
oh, that my bad. Like, and they do
what?
it twice. Like,
well,
what are you
it
talking
also
about, bro?
depends. Okay.
How you looking at my before and after pictures, bro?
Yeah.
I haven't even reached my goals yet,
That's
bro.
the thing. I'm the kind of person,
Not
if
right.
I'm showing, if I know too that there might be photos around the area
Yeah.
that I don't want the person to see, I don't even hand the phone over. I hold the phone.
Yeah.
And
You had some
No,
fake
but I
photos
thought-
of your
yeah,
cat
No.
before and after. Before the Johnny Sins.
Yeah.
Before the Johnny Sins.
Summer
Yo,
Bob loading.
wait. You look like Johnny Sins with hair though.
We're gonna have to crop some hair on Johnny Sins to find out, bro. But yeah,
Oh
man,
my
it's
God.
a thing, and I'm just like, bro, where's this etiquette? You know, like people just should know, like some things that you know, like it should be common courtesy. You know,
Yeah.
I give you my phone, I'm actually already respecting you. First of all,
Yeah, it's
you know
trust.
what
That's a
I'm
lot
saying?
of trust.
That's a lot of trust.
Yeah.
For you to swipe,
that's weirdo behavior, man.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
That's just
Come on,
somebody.
man.
That's just somebody who likes to know your business because they're
Man.
just bored.
man.
Because like Mike said, hold your phone, and then you could show them like if you want to show them other
Well,
photos.
this is an adult. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying.
giving you something, hoping you don't go into anything else.
Well, like, you know,
no, if it's a kid, I can understand. Oh, do you have games on your phone? I get it, bro. Then you look through the whole phone, bro.
Somebody should trademark that.
Yeah, right? Do you have games on your phone? Nah. Smack it out of his hand, bro. Get out of here.
What, you play Temple Run or something?
Yeah, bro.
Literally, every single kid says it the same way. And you have games on your phone,
Bro,
Yo,
go to your mother and father, man. Get away from me.
Yo, but Temple Run, I actually used to slap in Temple Run.
Yeah.
You used to get
100%,
like,
bro.
Come on,
you used to
man.
get like millions like on the score.
My iTouch, that's all I used to use on
amount
that.
of-
Flappy Bird.
The amount
No,
of
no, no,
time
no.
I wasted on those games.
So speaking of that was like that's a childhood thing. Like
Yeah.
the iPod Touch, the fifth
Bro.
generation one. You also had the iPod Shuffle.
Yep.
And then you remember like the big original iPod.
Bricks.
Bro,
Oh,
the
those-
brick, man. 60
60 gig.
60 gig,
Yeah.
bro.
30 and
64?
Yeah.
64.
64, yeah,
It's
64
64.
gig.
Yeah.
Yo, they used to
Yeah.
have an 8 gigabyte iPod Shuffle that I used to have.
That was the Nano.
The Nano,
The
yeah,
iPod
yeah,
Nano,
yeah,
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 yeah.
I had the Nano, and I
Yeah.
only had 8 gigabytes of
Yeah,
storage.
yeah,
I
yeah.
used to have like the same 60 songs, 50 songs from
That's
like
all you could hold?
maybe.
No, you got one more than
You
that.
can hold way more than that, bro. 60 songs?
Yeah, but I'm a kid though. Like I'm like 10 years old. Like I'm using
How
an
many
iPod
songs?
Nano.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
how many
Yeah.
songs do I know that I can actually listen to?
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
suitable.
Right?
So I'd be listening to like Chris Brown, Sean Kingston, like Beautiful Girl.
Yeah.
They probably have like 5 of them, all in different qualities.
Yeah, but I still remember.
HD.
I still remember it was like 2008 era because like all the songs they had were from like 2007.
Yeah.
Like summer of 2007, 2008 with like
Yeah, yeah.
Rihanna, like
Yeah,
Umbrella.
yeah.
Umbrella,
On the
yeah.
replay.
No, Umbrella.
Whatever.
But like that's like some childhood things that like you used to have, and then the iPhone.
Yeah.
I didn't get my first phone till I was like 20.
Bro, I was
Wait,
better.
you didn't have your first phone until you were 20?
Yeah.
What?
Were you using smoke signals before then?
How are you communicating with the outside
Yeah,
world?
I got a story here.
Flares up.
Yeah. So this
Going through the people of the mailbox, guys. I'm still alive.
yeah. So
I'm out
He
here,
had
by
the
the way.
Jolly Bee after dark.
it didn't even exist at that
Bam, I'll
point.
be there at 6:30. Make sure you're there. 'Cause I don't have a phone.
Okay, let me tell the story.
Yeah. So I first had a Motorola Razr when I was in grade 9, and it was pay as you go, $20. And that shit would go by quickly because you send a text and that just gets like half of your data off,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
facts.
But then I would use my parents' phones as an emergency. So like they would let me use a phone if I'm going out. And I was about to bring this up as a topic, like when you're going to Wonderland, when you like take the My Way to Square One, and then you take that big blue bus,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go
yeah.
all the way up to
Yeah,
400. You have to pay like $7 for that ride.
Oh, it's wild.
Right, and then I would use that phone to like contact them and all that. Be like,
Yeah.
hey, like I'm coming home at this time, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Pick me up at Square One because I don't have money to like pay for another one if I get off and it gets expired. Because like
The transfer,
yeah, because I think you were talking about it in a podcast where like you would be the type of guy if you had like I would do this though. So let's say you had a 9 and a 15, and it ripped up the 9. Or no, maybe like 9 and a 15 on the straight line. Okay.
Yeah.
If I was about to miss a time and it was going to come after this time, what I would do is I would fold the paper to where it's a 45 and then rip it off so it says 9:45.
Yes, 100%.
Wow.
Bro, I never thought of
Yeah,
that.
100% I did that shit, man.
I never thought of
You
that.
guys.
I never thought of that. Brother.
You're so bad.
You
Brother,
guys.
I was privileged. I used to get my parents to drop me everywhere.
Oh my
Damn,
gosh.
bro.
Yup.
But like I
I
would
was,
do
I was
that.
a busboy, man. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, me too. I would go everywhere for years. Like I
Yeah.
used to take the My Way. I used to take the 9 all the way from Meadowville to
Yeah.
Square One
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to go to the movies, and
Yeah.
then they closed that down. Remember?
Yo, they don't have it at Square One anymore.
No, they took that.
Yeah, they have the Cineplex only. That's right across like, on Rathburn or something. Right?
Yeah.
plays like 90%.
Bro, they got rid of the Palladium, man.
Oh no way!
They got rid of
rid of the Palladium, bro.
No
Bro,
way!
it's funny because I was driving there the other day where I was with my mom. She was going to Whole Foods to get some groceries, right?
That's kind of bougie.
And
Yeah, they just tell him every time, and he says no.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
So-
we're doing it big, man.
Bro, you
But,
gotta be the whitest Somali man
Nah,
ever.
fam. You know we eat good over here.
Okay,
My-
so
my
what
parents
happened?
dropped me
So
everywhere.
I was going. We were driving by the Palladium, right? And
Yeah.
my mom was like, "Yo, wait a minute, the Palladium's not here anymore." Because Eid days, my mom used to take all of us there.
Yeah.
Me and my cousins, Eid day, was Palladium.
But that was like bougie.
Go-karts.
That's like bougie type of stuff to do.
The indoor baseball.
Or the carts.
The carts
The
was
batting cage,
outside,
the
but the
batting
batting cage,
cages, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That was the ease flex. You know, you had the pizza there.
Oh, true.
Right
yeah.
there, you get your slice.
I never had that.
Brody, I had to do
Bro,
it.
as a kid,
You're judging me for the pizza
As a
fam.
kid,
You're judging me. I'm a kid at this point.
A disclaimer.
I ain't got my own money.
Yeah, disclaimer. Pizza is the worst pizza in Canada.
I'm gonna have to beg to differ, bro.
Clip
It
that.
is. It's not good.
Clip that.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Nah, man. Pizza
the
been
ones
stepping
I've
it up
had-
lately. Pizza
What do you
been
mean?
stepping it up.
What do you
I've been
mean?
having medium boxes. I'm not gonna lie to
It's
you.
not good.
Yo, Little Caesar slaps.
Bro, okay, now you're
we're not
wilding.
gonna disagree on that.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Now
Little
you're
Caesars.
wilding.
Yeah, dap me up.
What?
For that.
Bro,
Yeah.
listen. First of all, I'm gonna say this. I dapped you, but I'm gonna disagree,
Wait,
bro.
what?
Listen. I couldn't leave my man hanging, fam. I couldn't leave him hanging, bro.
Yo, we gotta get you working with the United Nations, bro.
I couldn't leave him hanging, fam. I can't leave the man hanging,
Okay,
bro.
oh, hold on. I was like,
Bro, I can't leave the man hanging, bro.
I was so
But Little
confused.
Caesars, fam, forget about it. Little Caesars, forget about it, brother.
Bro,
Forget
how
about it.
quick you've forgotten your
Forget
history.
about- brother.
How quick you've forgotten
Yo,
your history.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why,
You
bro.
could have said it respectfully. I gotta disagree. Leave it at that.
You can't do that.
I can't, fam. You had your hand out, bro. I had to dap
Do you
you
like
out,
Little
bro.
Caesars?
Little Caesars, you know what? For the price.
Do you like Little
dude,
Caesars?
Yes, brother.
Okay, yeah.
Come on,
Respectfully, they agree.
They
If you
agree.
did- okay,
But
you disagree.
I disagree, but I can't leave my man hanging, bro.
Okay,
So crazy bread, though, back in the day, it hit.
Okay, for first choice. What's your first choice?
Domino's.
Okay, so but why do you disagree with Little Caesars?
Okay, bro. Okay, so this is because recency bias, right?
Okay.
So one day I was taking a walk, right?
Okay.
Okay, doing the opposite of what I'm supposed to do after a walk, where I'm supposed to eat healthy.
Oh, yeah.
I went to Little Caesars.
Okay.
So I went in. I was like, you know what? Nostalgia, right? I'm gonna just grab myself like the $5 box, whatever it is, right? So I get in there, bro. So I bought the pizza, right? I bought a regular cheese. I bought a regular cheese, bro. I pull up,
The dollars are flying.
brother,
The bills are flying.
brother.
Did you get dipping sauce too?
I got the dipping sauce. I had to do it to him, bro. I had to do it to him, man.
Pepsi?
You can't raw dog a pizza. You have to have, you have to have something to,
You
Lube it up,
get Pepsi
bro.
with that?
No, Gatorade. Come on, brother. Come on, man. Gatorade blue.
Okay.
So, man, listen. I'm going to tell you, it was the most stale pizza I had in a long time. I never went back.
Okay,
after
so
that.
Okay,
You're
so
basing your experience off, or you're basing your opinion off one experience.
yeah.
Okay, so what? You guys been going to Little Caesars a lot?
Yeah.
People do
Yeah,
that?
what the hell? Yeah.
Yo, Little Caesars slaps. Okay,
You don't leave your house saying today I'm gonna have Little Caesars. I'm sorry, I don't believe it.
oh,
I don't believe it, bro. I'm not believing it, bro.
yeah.
You did not say, yo, this great Monday.
Bro, how did you go
evening.
from dapping the man up to
Listen,
this? This is unbelievable.
Jason, don't lie to me now.
yo, you gotta clip that.
Bro, the man was literally like, call an ambulance, but not for me.
Yo, you gotta clip that. You gotta clip that.
100%.
Bro, you don't leave your house saying, yo, I got one purpose today, and that's to have Little Caesars pizza.
Okay, that's like somebody who's
not buying it, bro.
That's someone who loves like pizza and Little Caesars.
The way you're advocating for it, you sound like you love it, bro. You dapped all of us up, bro.
Well, they agreed.
All right, go ahead. Tell me why. Sell me. Go ahead.
I'm not selling you. I'm telling you.
Okay. Drop your bars. Okay. All right.
Yo, drop your bars like Kit Kat.
Trust me, we ain't having a break either.
No breaks on the podcast.
No, fam.
But okay, no. Like the reason why is because I used to work at Little Caesars.
And you forgot you're still on payroll, huh?
No, that
Shout
was
out to Little Caesars.
that was.
I got a job to do, bro. I got a job to do.
He's literally crying.
You're still working for them, bro.
Yeah, he's no. That was
But it's different now. Now it's a sponsorship, bro.
No, that was 2015. I worked there,
Okay, yeah.
but that was my very first job, right by my house. I'm not gonna say what location, but it's just so convenient. I drive 2 minutes to Little Caesars. I mean, Domino's is pretty dope. I don't disagree with that. That I could respectfully say. I love Domino's too, but.
You lost already.
But
You lost already.
But pizza's trash.
You
Everyone could
lost,
agree.
listen, you lost already. You know why?
Okay.
Number one, convenience. It was right by your house.
No,
You didn't have to pay for it. You worked there.
Well, actually, this is a Little Caesars hack though. Like
Anything that's free tastes good.
Let the man tell a story.
Go ahead, Matt.
because I worked there for like 5 months. Okay.
Oh,
So you actually still had to pay for your food if you're like done work, but you get a discount. Okay. The trick is when you get free pizza is at the end of the night when you have all the pizza sitting in the oven, you have all the crazy bread. Either you throw them out or you give it away. Right? So so what I used to do is my dad would pick me up from work. I'm throwing out the garbage of all the pizzas. I leave some crazy bread and a pizza right by me. I give it to my dad because there's no cameras to see.
I love it.
I give it to him and I walk back inside. They lock up and that's it.
I love it.
dinner solved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could understand why you like Little Caesars.
Yeah,
bro.
no.
But if that was in Sweden,
but to
ain't
say
nobody getting that but the family.
but the thing is though, like the pepperoni pizzas slap hard though.
Sorry, not halal, bro.
Yeah, unfortunately, he
Can't do the
eat-
pork. No
can't eat
oink for me,
No
brother.
oink, no
Right,
oink, oink.
yeah, but
No
then
oink for me.
But you know what though, like the medium pizzas now they're going up from like $5.99 to I think $6.99.
Inflation.
Ah,
bro.
even inflation's
So-
finally
so-
hitting Little Caesars.
So to go back, so you see, you had $5.99 for the pizza,
Yep.
for the cheese pizza. Then you had crazy bread,
bread.
which is like another
$3.
$3 or
$3.
so. That's $8 plus
drink.
Gatorade. That's
Yeah.
like $10
Yeah, $10.
plus tax. That's like what 12.
It was like 11 something.
11 something plus tip.
I ain't tipping nobody after
Oh,
at that.
tipping?
Bro, at that age, I was just bringing my exact change.
Oh,
I knew.
oh.
Yeah.
I knew at that age, bro, I was broke.
And dipping sauce. So that's like another $1. So
Yeah,
that's like
I'm pulling up with exact change, bro.
So it's like
Sorry,
$12.
I didn't reach that point in my life where I could tip, giving away free money like that,
You're
bro.
still
Sorry.
at that point. Yeah.
Wait, are you still that guy that doesn't tip though?
No, I do tip. Man.
Okay,
I do
good.
tip.
My
I do
bad.
tip.
Yeah,
I got
he's
it,
bougie. He
I do
tips.
tip.
He tips.
Yeah, I mean
15%.
Oh, you stick to the 15?
Well, now it's up to 18%. I think is the minimum. But 50.
No way.
No,
but-
I was at Boston Pizza the other day. They had the 15. I
Yeah,
was
no,
happy
but
with it.
like so they have the 15.
Yeah.
The 18 now is like I think the
I think it goes up to 20 and 25.
yeah, but like 18 now, like they still have the 15
Yeah.
as like the minimum, but like 18 is like where people normally would tip you now.
So you don't feel like an asshole.
So here's the
That you're
problem.
giving the bare minimum.
But here's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
So most people can't even afford to go out to restaurants. This is only like making it worse, right? And like I think the one of the big problems is like you look at any menu from 2 years ago and to now, and to I don't disagree with it. Everything is more expensive.
100%.
So the cost of everything has gone up. So even if you're still tipping 15%, like per meal or per table, that server is still making more money off that
Exactly.
because
It's
the
more.
total ticket is more, the
Yeah.
total
Just the
receipt, right?
percentage, yeah.
But obviously, there's less people eating at restaurants. So one thing that was weird is we went to St. Louis, and they have a deal for it's like $60 for like 5 pounds wings and fries. I'm like, okay, that's not bad, right? And so we tipped them,
60
whatever.
bucks, amazing.
Yeah, it's not bad, right? And then I looked when I went to pick it up. There was like 5 of these bags sitting on the table. There's only like 3 tables in the whole restaurant of people sitting down. I'm like,
So when you really think about it, when you split the tips, it's not really much then.
No.
it's not much.
No, because like
Yeah.
what 15 people working there, you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
Like let's say you make a
Wait,
thousand.
so how does that work? Did they split it amongst the whole staff?
Front and back of house.
Yes,
Depends on
the
place.
whole
Yeah,
house
yeah.
gets a portion.
Well, but
that's
then
the
bullshit,
waitress.
but
or
then
waiter.
the tips go towards the servers that serve those tables, right?
No.
It depends on the place. Like
I don't think so.
Sometimes you have to split. Sometimes you have to share a certain.
I think even during COVID, I think they started doing that more, right?
We're
Splitting
masters
the-
at speculation.
Yeah. But honestly, I thought it was a thing. I thought they split it amongst all of them.
I don't know.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Everywhere does.
So
Oh,
guys,
that's whack.
The dishwasher, the kitchen staff, everything.
That's pretty whack, bro.
guys,
They all get a portion.
whenever somebody says that they have like, if you have a superpower and you could go invisible,
Yeah.
like I always, the way that I think most people, including myself, you're always going to think about all the things you can use that to get away with. Do you think if you could go invisible, there are things that people could do for good? Not necessarily just for self-gain?
Yeah.
When someone's getting robbed, they can't see where they're getting. Let's say someone's getting robbed, and you're invisible. They can't know where you're coming from, so they get tackled.
Just poke a finger?
Yeah.
Right in the pussy? Oh my god.
Or like if they can't see you,
True.
you could stop the crime before it happens.
True.
I don't know. I'm just thinking off the top
How
of my
do you
head.
think of that so quickly?
Yeah, no, I
what
just
the
thought about
hell?
it.
I'm still trying to think of what I would have
Yeah,
done.
facts.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I'll probably just, hop on a plane.
Oh,
I said not for self-gain.
Oh, it's not for self gain.
Oh yeah, you said enough self game. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Ah, I got you there.
Damn.
That's like some Bruce Almighty questions.
Damn.
Yeah, it's true, man. Every time you think of it, it's like all the benefits.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so that since you brought it up, give us an example that you would do, because at least I could probably gauge my answer off that.
Yeah, see, this is another example. He asked a question,
Yeah.
but he has no answer.
Oh, no,
for
no,
it.
He does. He's cooking.
So I don't
Okay.
I don't. The only thing I could think of, man, is like I would just use it to cause trouble. No, I've given it thought.
Yeah.
I've given it thought, and I haven't
Yeah.
been able to come up with anything that's not malicious.
Right. Because
Oh,
when,
gotcha.
when you
Yeah.
think about that, the first thing is like, what kind of crimes can I get away with?
Well,
Yeah.
well, not even that. It's just
Honestly,
like
that's the way I think
I'd
about
want to
it.
like unlock, you know,
A bank.
No, well, just like do dumb things, like open
Yeah.
doors that shouldn't be opened.
Like?
Sometimes doors will be locked, and you
Or-
can go inside and just unlock them.
Yeah.
Or-
You want to play Ghost?
I just thought about something right now. You're invisible. You know that there's people selling crack or cocaine.
Okay.
You take the cocaine, you put them on the front doorstep, and then you call the cops. There you go.
Bro,
Wait, so walk me through this.
what?
You actually, I first accidentally slipped. Get a snort.
This guy turned invisible so he could turn into 6ix9ine, bro. Come on, fam. Come on, bro.
hold on.
I'm gonna be the local rat.
Fam, why are you trying to take down the street pharmacy, fam? Why is that the first thing?
That is technically for good.
That is for good.
is
I
for
guess
good.
you follow them to their
It is
steps.
for
Well,
good.
well,
Yeah.
actually, though, I just saw this on Instagram
Yeah.
that Complex Canada reported that in BC, they're going to now allow people who are 18 and over to have a minimum of
max.
of
Maximum.
2 grams of, I think, cocaine, methamphetamine,
Molly, I think, MDMA.
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 And I forgot the other one. But now in BC, now, like, you.
They got the approval from the
So
feds.
what
So they had to get the approval from the feds, but this is something they've been working towards.
So what? They want
quite
more
a while.
zombies on the streets?
So
No.
it's because they don't want to waste police forces on all these crimes that they can't like
right,
you
right.
just.
Oh, it's a small amount.
Not
Why
not just that, but hard drugs and overdoses and stuff is a massive issue in BC.
Yeah.
For a while now, and so they're looking for anything that it's a test program. It's going to go for like 2 or 3 years or something like that, and then they'll see if things have gotten better in those 2 or 3 years than
Yeah.
what they are now. But they're looking down any possible avenues.
Well, they already have.
They're just decriminalizing.
But if you think about it though, when has banning something across the board
Exactly.
ever benefited a
Well,
community?
well, that's why they have
Like
the safe
alcohol.
injection sites,
Yeah.
right? So,
banning,
like,
they're not banning. They're not banning.
No,
These
but
are things
that's
that
his
work.
point that he's
That's the
making.
point though. They're not banning it.
Like they want, if anything, if you have a safe injection site, prevents overdoses, people from like
Yeah.
hurting themselves
Yeah.
or doing the wrong amount or dirty usage,
needles.
right? But like
Yeah.
now, if you're decriminalizing it, think about like maybe you're potentially making it safer, and all the people who would be getting arrested for these petty possession
Right,
charges.
right.
Like imagine how many of the jails are being filled up.
Yeah,
right?
look how many people are still in jail because they had the possession of weed.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Bro, in
that's
America,
crazy.
America's a joke because of that 3-strike rule. You have a guy on his 3rd strike had like a gram of weed on him and is doing like what 20 years.
Yeah,
That's
20,
insane.
yeah,
That's
and then
wild.
now they're going back to these cases where they want to revisit these people who.
What's the point of revisiting once you're
can't.
already 20 years? I've lost 20 years. I'm in the system.
Yo, I swear to you, I think there was I read a case or something like some guy was in jail for like 20 years for having weed, and he only got like
Like 4 million, I think.
no, he got like some guy got like $40 or $50 or something,
No,
something like that.
might as well
He-
spit on me, brother.
Yeah, what?
Just spit on
He
me.
got like a bare minimum, like
Yeah. Like here, you're at least you got your freedom type of thing.
yeah. I think he was there for like 25 years or something. But
Yeah.
like he was a black
Bro,
man
that's
too.
crazy.
Yeah.
Honest
Yeah.
question: why are there not more ex-convicts who start podcasts?
Oh, actually, Situation did that. No,
I don't know.
Situation from Jersey Shore.
yeah,
Really?
He has a
But
He
podcast.
was He's from Jersey
he's
Shore,
an
not
ex-con-
jail.
Yeah, exactly.
but-
he has a story to tell.
No, but
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
he went to jail because he of tax invasion.
Wow, really?
Tax
He-
evasion.
Yeah,
I
he had,
didn't know that.
I think I swear it was tax evasion,
Yeah.
but he went to jail for like a couple years, and then he made a podcast talking about his jail stories.
Yeah.
See, that would be an interesting podcast.
Yeah, that would be.
There have
yeah.
been some people on like Rogan as well
Yeah.
who have talked about like their jail stories and
Yeah.
what it's like for like first timers who have gone in. Man, shit, especially in the U.S., some scary
Yeah.
shit, man.
Yeah,
Well, I don't
scary
know how
stories.
like being especially like a first timer in jail. Think about the survival mode you have to get into.
Yeah.
Like you do not, and especially if you're not in any gang affiliation, if you don't support a religion,
have to pick a
or you
side.
don't, you
Well,
have to pick a side in something.
That's another thing too is like higher level jails
Mm.
is entirely split race wars. Like
Really?
the moment you get in, you have got to go over to your race. They have it completely like divided.
Yeah.
The Mexicans, the blacks, the
Right.
whites, the Chinese, whatever
Right.
it may be, right?
Right.
And yeah, they tell like I've heard multiple different podcasts where they tell these stories.
Yeah.
And if you don't, man, and some people don't because they're like, this is weird, and you're in shit like right away. Like,
Bro, I heard the most messed up story actually.
Prison Mike.
So no,
Prison Mike, yeah.
it wasn't a prison story, but it relates to the music industry.
Okay.
So a guy was talking about how like in the music industry, when they were signing artists to like 360 deals,
Okay.
what they would do is like, so the guy would be recording in the studio, right? He's in there, he has his studio time. They get him some alcohol, they get him some drugs, whatever of his choice. You know what I'm saying? But this guy, the whole time, he's not paying attention to his drink or anything, right? So somebody will come in and lace that drink, right? That drink gets laced, right? This guy's drinking. He's feeling a little woozy. You know, he doesn't know his surroundings, what's going on, right? So then a couple guys will rape this guy.
yo,
Okay?
it's so wild.
And then they'll record this rape, right?
What?
And then once they finish recording it, the next day, they'll have him sit down at the table, you know, hey, man, you know, everything's good. You enjoy yourself last night? Yeah, man. Okay, we got a contract for you, man. You know, I think we're liking whatever you're doing. And then he looks at it, bro, I'm not feeling that. Like, what are you signing me up for, you know? Oh, you're not? Bring in the camera, man. Bring in the camera. Show the footage. He's like, what the hell? When was this?
Where did you hear about this?
Let me finish. So then he's like, what? What? Me? When did this happen? Listen, man, no long talk. Are you signing this contract or what? You know? And a lot of these times, like a lot of like artists and stuff like that were bullied into contracts. And a lot of them that did not favor their contracts actually had, you know, were actually, you know, like forced into these things.
That's some deep,
and this is a
dark
story,
stuff,
of course. Nobody can verify it.
Yeah, it's
I
one
know
of those
but
unverifiable.
It was somebody that was in the music industry
Yeah.
that was talking about the, like, you know, the dark secrets of the music industry and things that go on behind the scenes,
Yeah.
you know, to get these people under contracts.
It's like
and if
it's
they've
like
noticed
Hollywood
these things-
stuff, right?
Yeah, man. So it's like I
messed
was
up.
watching a YouTube video and I came across that one guy that was, you know, in that spotlight. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, man. It's messed up, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah, messed up, man.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, on a lighter note,
I went dark. Zero dark 30. I went zero dark 30 on him. Yeah, man.
geez, were you
Yeah.
Osama or were you with Americans?
Bro, you trying to get me in trouble. I'm with
just asking.
What were you doing in the UAE?
I'm with myself. I'll support myself 100%.
I was gonna ask as a kid growing up, like actually I was talking to Nick about this.
Yeah.
Okay. I grew up in the Loyola area,
Oh yeah.
What the
right?
hell's that?
Loyal.
I've never heard of it, bro.
Loyola.
talking about?
That's why I
It's
used
so
to
cool.
grow up and like we used to be like neighbors basically, right? And then, well, I didn't know him at that point.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But then it's crazy because like we were talking about it off camera. Like Mike used to live in Meadowville, which I'm repping Meadowville.
Throw it up.
Shout out to Valari. Like he grew up there, and then I moved there
Right.
to Meadowville. So it's such a small world. Like
Yeah, it's crazy.
people like who you meet in Saga, like either they grew up in the same area as you, or like you know so many people like in the same area.
Right.
Yeah, because I met a woman like a couple weeks ago in Toronto, and she's like a bit older than me, like in her 40s or whatever.
Right.
And she was like, "Yeah, I used to grow up in that area where you used to grow up," and
Yeah.
she knows that area so well. And it was like, "That's a trip."
Yeah.
Right.
Me as like as an immigrant family, like we moved around a lot.
Yeah.
You know? So I definitely grew up in I grew up in the Acorn area, Mississauga Valley,
Oh,
Toronto,
Yeah,
the valleys.
the valleys. You know, like
5 and 10.
Yeah, 5 and 10. Yeah, and Toronto. You know, bouncing around a lot, man.
Yeah, you did move around a lot.
Yeah,
My
bro.
favorite was Dixon.
Yeah, Dixon,
you.
throw it up.
Dixon area, the
100%. Yeah,
airport?
Dixon area.
You ever
yeah,
been? You ever
yeah.
been to the Dixon like towers? What do you call that? Like
the 6 buildings?
yeah,
Yeah.
is that what you call them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
those are
6
my
buildings.
favorites. Have you ever been
Yeah.
there?
No.
To like the notorious Somali
Community,
building-
bro.
Community.
Large community there.
Well,
bro.
I'm only gonna go there with you.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you
Come
have
here,
to,
I got you, bro.
100%.
You know, it's so
100%.
funny, actually. K Showtime was there yesterday.
Say word.
Filming, like, he was doing, like, a basketball
So-
thing over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I met him
so-
one time at a hockey tournament.
Really?
Yeah, he just
Where's
trying to-
this?
Rink of Dreams. Have you heard?
What?
Have you heard of the Rink of Dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, maybe Nick doesn't know.
Okay,
this.
yeah, tell him.
This guy, him and his dad set up a big hockey rink, like a half the size of an NHL rink in their backyard with lights. They They have music.
Oh yeah, I knew. Yeah,
And I went there. I made a video there. Shout out to them.
So
Yeah,
cool.
dope.
And they did a whole like a big like hockey tournament.
Yeah.
They did with Six Buzz, and it was so funny because Six Buzz, they showed up with brand new skates that they bought that same day,
No way.
and they couldn't even skate. Like they were obviously last place. So, like they made like I don't know if they made a video, but like
Oh,
it's
was
up.
it a bunch of content creators?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
lit.
and they had no idea how to play hockey.
Yeah.
Same.
So they're just skating around. The guy was like basically just having a stick and not knowing how to use
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
And like their goalie was like, I don't really care.
Yeah,
I'm just-
exactly. At this point, bro, learning how to skate, bro, it took such a toll on my back because I never trusted myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I came out, my whole lower back sore.
Did you fall a lot?
Yeah,
That's-
well, no, actually, you know, I was too scared of falling that I kept on pretending like I was bracing myself. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like, I had to-
yeah.
Yeah.
So you never actually ended up like skating.
No,
or
exactly.
stride.
The worst. I
Exactly.
think the worst one is like when you're skating and you
Yeah.
flip up
Oh,
and you
yeah.
land on your
Back.
back.
Your back.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
landing on like your tailbone.
Yeah, your tailbone.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
You always like try and do something stupid with your wrists. And like,
Yeah,
And then
never.
that's what
Oh
but
yeah,
those
and then
are the
you end
worst.
up doing
though.
something even more.
The
Yeah.
worst is the wrist injury, bro.
Yeah, no, but that's
Bro,
stupid.
I'm telling you.
Because like
podcast.
when you're falling, I think is like you never want to land on your hands.
Bro, my first
right?
thing
I
is
don't know if
yeah.
that's true.
No, my first thing is I gotta make sure the teeth do not get hit at all, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'll
But
do anything to avoid my teeth, bro.
as
Oh,
a
the
kid,
teeth, bro. If
Yeah,
I
100%.
ever came home with something wrong with my teeth, my mom would slap me, bro. The amount of money she put in for the
Exactly,
the
braces.
braces, bro.
Yeah.
And then coming home later with something wrong with your teeth. Oh man,
Yeah.
no
you had,
way.
you had braces.
Yeah.
Do you still wear the retainer?
No,
No,
I don't. No, the only thing that I got with my braces is that like little metal.
At
Oh,
the
you got the
bottom.
bar.
a permanent.
Yeah, it's like a
yeah.
permanent thing at the bottom. You never even notice it.
I didn't even
Yeah,
get
but
that.
almost every single person I know who had braces have that same thing.
Really?
Bro, I never got that. Did you get it?
So like you
I didn't
need?
get it.
Do you need it? I guess to keep the front teeth just kind of in place.
I think it's only for the bottom teeth, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
the,
only
the,
bottom
the,
teeth.
the retainer's
No,
only
I have
for the top.
I have bottom and top.
Oh, you
I
have bottom
the,
and top.
The bar on bottom and top.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the top.
I have to use my tongue to feel, but yeah.
Yeah.
You have the.
I have bottom and top. Yeah.
Oh, I only got bottom.
And it goes for like I don't know.
I actually I used to get my braces in Meadowville.
Say where.
Shout out to Dr. Chow.
Oh, right beside the right beside the metro.
Yeah.
by the
not
way,
beside the Metro,
which
it's like
has
this,
the best pizza?
Huh?
Metro has the best pizza.
Oh,
I've never actually bought a pizza from Metro. I'll take you up on
I
that.
think you've had it here though.
maybe is it the Great Value one?
No, bro, it's the like actually from
makes
the
it
Metro.
Metro.
Metro pizza.
You just order it.
Yo,
and they make it up.
it was Metro Boomin', huh?
You're right. You're right. This is a boomer podcast.
Metro booming, sir.
It's a Metro booming fan.
Yeah, you want some more?
I do, dude. I always
Bro,
it's-
man.
Give me some more of those 3XLs.
Man.
Double XLs.
I meant to. It's a little bit of a topic change here again,
Yeah.
and I meant to talk about it when you were talking about the kids and the phone and do you have games? When you went through stores as a child, did you ever have like your parents telling you like don't touch anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they would make sure like don't touch anything in here and be like okay fine like
I know what I used to do.
why would you do?
You know the little caged up area where you had all the balls in there?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I used to always try to slap them out. You know? Like, that's all I used to do, bro.
Yo,
and then I'd get it and I'd go around dribbling.
Yeah.
Every,
Shit
but,
disturber, bro.
every time I went to Walmart or Canadian Tire,
Yeah.
I'd always grab a basketball and I'd always play hoops. But then
Yeah.
the funny thing is, they always tied the net,
Yeah.
Or
So
they-
it can't come out.
or they put a cardboard circle cylinder on top of it, so you can't. I'm like, that's no fun.
Biggest buzzkill. It was like come on like
Yeah.
this
And then-
is here for me.
But then
Yeah.
the funny thing
But
is,
on the other side, Nick was checking out barbecues. That's what he was doing as a kid, bro.
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
the white man at 10 years old checking
Every
out the
time you,
barbecue.
okay, so the joke is like every time you go like you're in a Walmart or like a Home Depot or whatever, you're checking out barbecues, you always go up to it and you open the grill like, wow, this is a big one, right? And then you close it, you check the burner, you play with the knobs a little bit.
But you don't know nothing about barbecue.
You know nothing, right? And then you go to the next one and you're like, $800.
It's kind of small though.
would you be the type of person? This guy's literally
No, bro,
crying.
Bro, it's just
Yo, would you be the type of person that like actually just like sits in like the patio setups like just for fun or whatever?
100%.
I do that.
Or would you go to like IKEA or like a Bed Bath and Beyond and you actually
yeah.
sleep on the beds?
We had pics of us in IKEA.
Have you ever slept on the bed? They're so comfy.
Bed Bath Beyond?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I never did.
Yo,
never
their
used to do
beds
it.
were comfy. And then you go to IKEA and you sleep on the beds.
Yeah.
Never, bro.
Yeah.
We would have whole group squad picks where we'd go to IKEA and
we
then
were
we'd
poor.
all when we were poor. It was the fun thing to do.
Yeah. Well, yo, their food actually slaps at IKEA.
Of course.
Yes, those
Yeah.
Swedish meatballs. Come
They
on.
don't even change the price.
Yo,
Wait,
it's actually busting.
Yeah,
The Swedish food?
The glizzies are still $1, bro.
That's what they have in Missouri?
They've been stingy on the food, pal. Yeah, we gotta save it for
You want it? It's $2 at
I gotta
IKEA.
save it for IKEA when the guests come over, bro.
Oh no. What about Costco food? Costco.
I've never had Costco food.
Oh, like the free like.
No, no, not the samples. Like you actually go to the
yeah,
Costco, you get the hot dog or the fries. It's
Sorry, man, I'm not a member
How
yet.
much does it cost?
It's about $1.50. Their hot dog.
$1.50?
I'm gonna say something controversial. Everybody's like, okay, the hot dog is the best store value.
Glizzy.
They haven't increased their price. The glizzy,
Okay.
you know, it's to bring people in.
The glizzy.
The glizzy, the glizzy.
Isn't glizzy a gun?
No, hot dog, bro.
This is a hot dog.
Yeah.
This is a hot dog.
But I honestly can tell you, as somebody who's eaten a lot of hot dogs in my life, as a young kid, the Costco hot dogs are not good. They're so full of salt. They're
Okay.
so full of salt.
Okay, you only have one thing more to do. You got to dap him up now. Because he loves the Costco hot dogs, right?
I actually like the
Yeah.
Costco hot dog.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You can't leave the man hanging, fam. You can't leave the man hanging.
You know what? That's what it is. They gotta actually
but
bring
at
us to the
least-
United Nations.
But
Yeah.
at least he told me before dabbing me up.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
man.
The
It's fine.
disrespect. on
Sorry,
that.
bro.
The Costco pizza though is nice.
Yeah.
But
Costco
so
pizza's
what's the
nice.
difference between the pizza and the hot dogs?
The hot dogs, just in my opinion, are way too salty.
Okay.
They just taste way too salty. I don't like that.
Bro, I seen the weirdest picture the other day.
What?
You know, speaking of hot dogs, there was some girl. She said, "Yo, yeah, I did the weirdest thing today with my hot dog. I just ate like the meat out of it, like I slurped it out and left the skin of the hot dog, and all you see is this dried skin outside.
you can't do
bro,
that.
That's what I was wondering, bro.
Yo,
How'd you do it?
do that.
I seen it though. I seen the picture. The after, she had the hot dog, and then the after, just the skin. How? You tell me, bro.
Culinary.
Bro, how do you dissect that? Bro? How do you do that, bro?
Is that culinary?
That's
You
not-
learn that after Julietting.
That's not a culinary question. That's just like a that's just a fetish.
In today's class, we're going to learn about fetishes.
In today's class, we're gonna learn how to skin a hot dog.
Man.
Yo, that's so
gang.
weird.
Oh my
That's
God.
so weird.
I'm telling you,
But like,
bro.
remember like pogos? Remember like all those snacks?
yeah.
Pogos.
I never ate pogos.
Pogos are good, man.
Yeah. I
That's
never ate
some like
pogos, bro.
bougie things. Or like,
Nah, man, for us, man, I was a Muslim household, bro. We had the zabiha meats, bro.
but even for us,
That's it, bro.
even for us, like we like I don't know
Yeah.
if it was like an Asian thing. Like we
Yeah.
just never ate all the foods that white people would eat.
Literally, me too.
Like we wouldn't eat pogos. We would eat Dunkaroos. But like,
on,
but
that
like
meat.
Okay. Are you
I can agree with
are
that.
you for real?
I got that one.
Dunkaroos.
That was legitimate. That was legitimate.
Yeah,
I actually felt you on that one.
But like there's Pop Tarts. I never ate really Pop Tarts
Me
until I
either.
had white friends.
Yeah.
I never ate the stuff either.
And then
never ate Pop-Tarts
and then as a kid we would have what's the best cereal you had?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, bro.
no, Reese Puffs.
Or French Toast.
Reese Puffs.
Cinnamon
French
toast.
toast.
Cinnamon toast slaps.
French Toast, I think they
Kinda makes you
discontinued it,
thirsty
man.
though,
The one that
man.
looked like a bread. The small one that looked like bread.
Really? I was never into those.
Discontinued
Think
that, bro.
about cereals though, man. A lot of cereals that I would eat.
A lot of
leaves you-
sugar.
It leaves you, yeah, but
Who
it leaves you-
cares,
it leaves
bro?
you thirsty after, man.
Yeah.
What?
Leaves you
It's a lot of
thirsty.
sugar.
After all these things you're listing, man, they leave you thirsty.
It's a lot of
after.
sugar.
It's like,
I never noticed that as
Yo,
a
cereal has a bad like aftertaste. I would say once you're done the bowl, you enjoy it while you're eating it, and then afterwards it's like I
You're
wish I
telling
didn't
me
eat
you're
that.
telling me you're not drinking the milk after?
As a kid, yeah.
Okay, so how would I have it back?
Well, here's the thing. I haven't had. Here's the thing. I have not had cereal in like
I'm
10
gonna add
years.
it to my oatmeal.
I have not had cereal in like 10 years. What does that say?
What?
What does that say? It says that cereal's ass. You
I
want to eat it
haven't-
as a kid.
I haven't had cereal in like probably 15
Yeah,
years.
exactly.
Wow.
Yo, because you know, if you think about it, I was talking to my family about this because it goes back to milk. It's all this calcium
Yeah,
propaganda shit.
yeah. That's
but like,
what it was.
But then as a kid, you grew up to believe that cereal was a good breakfast meal.
Yeah.
It's not.
It
It's
wasn't
all-
fulfilling, bro.
It's
Absolutely
all
not.
sugar.
Yeah, it wasn't fulfilling at
All
all. bro.
sugar.
At least here in the average.
And sometimes, schools, they used to have the breakfast program where
Yeah.
they'd just give you cornflakes. Remember those little,
Oh, just the little things,
cornflakes,
yeah.
and then they'll give you the milk.
The corn puffs.
Exactly,
Yeah,
corn
yeah,
puffs.
yeah,
Yeah, and then they give you like a little milk,
Milk.
and then you pour it in.
Bro, that was not getting you through. Bro, the first hour, you're hungry.
Yeah, there's no substance.
Yeah, literally.
No, I liked Frosted Flakes was pretty dope.
Frosted
Yeah,
Flakes is
Frosted
nice.
Flakes, yeah.
Frosted Flakes
that
was
was
pretty-
sugary, though.
And then Cheerios.
Definitely
was
sugary.
sugary.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Cheerios.
It was dessert for breakfast.
Exactly.
Cheerios,
Yeah,
bro.
Cheerios is good. Yeah, like
Cheerios?
Huh?
You like Cheerios?
I'm not saying
Absolutely
I'm not
not,
saying it
bro.
like slaps, but I'm saying it's good. It's not
I
full
mean,
of sugar.
That's
No,
our last
It's
choice.
disgusting.
I'm not
bro.
saying it slaps. I'm just saying like that was our first choice. And then Frosted Flakes if you're feeling something else.
Bro,
but
I'm gonna throw a twister at you guys. Curveball.
The game?
Raisin bran.
Why?
Oh, stop it.
Bro, I was just weird like that, man.
Oh,
My grandma used to eat it so much, and I just used to eat it with her.
do you remember like those little boxes of
Sorry,
raisins?
man.
Remember
I
the
just
like,
love
remember
California raisins?
Oh,
the red boxes
Yeah.
and it
California
had
raisins?
California, is that what
Yeah.
they
They
are?
used to give that to us as like snacks at school.
Yeah.
Dude, so nasty, man.
Yeah.
Really? Bro,
Yeah,
I
it had like a weird like chewy taste to
I
it.
loved it, man. I used to dump the whole thing in my mouth one time.
I think it blew my mind because once I hit a certain age, I stopped like as a little kid, I liked raisins, and then at a certain age, all of a sudden, I didn't. Like
I
my
like
t-
raisins.
My taste buds changed, but it blew my mind because I love grapes
yeah.
and I hate raisins.
No, bro.
They're literally the same thing.
In Somali cuisine,
I know,
you
yeah,
have
raisins
to-
are big, yeah.
you have to have raisins in your rice.
Yeah.
Somali
Yes,
cuisine.
rice.
You have to, bro.
But how do you cook your rice though? Do you cook it with a rice cooker or do you cook it in a pot?
Pot.
I've
That's
never
that-
used a rice cooker.
That's the white way.
I don't do the cooking.
I've never used a rice cooker.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a technique that I learned, and every Filipino knows this, and every Filipino like has taught people this. So, let's say you have 6 cups of rice. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But and the machine does the rice cooker does everything for you. Okay. So when you're filling up the water, you fill it up, you rinse it, and then you pour it out. When you put the water back in, the first line on your index finger from the base of the rice is how much water you put in, and that's pretty much like perfect rice you cook.
Really? And then all you need is 6 cups of the rice.
No, you don't have to do. It doesn't matter. Like, let's say you do 5 cups or 4 cups.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much rice you put in the rice cooker in the pot, it's the first line on your index finger is how much water from the base of the rice.
Just like steam.
I'm gonna pass that
No matter
information
what,
down to
yeah.
the female members of my household.
So that's. But that applies also to a pot because when you do it in a pot, it's
Yeah.
about the same thing too. Like
Right.
I cooked
Interesting.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, man, definitely. That's I guess a hack I could use now.
Yeah, because
forever ingrained
there's a
in my
Phil-
head.
Grained.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a Filipino guy. His name is Ray Tarka. He's from Markham, and he was making a video about it. And every Filipino knows this right even before the joke ends. He's like, "Oh yeah, use your finger. Yeah, put it in there. Yeah. Like, oh, that's good. And it makes it sound like a sexual joke. And then
Right there, yeah.
yeah, right there. And then his girlfriend comes out and like has a bowl of rice like ready to be cooked.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's perfect. Okay, put it in. That's perfect. Put it in and
Bro,
cook it.
you know, like when you think about like sexual things, right? Like going back to our childhood, like
Yeah.
Disney movies, right?
Yeah.
You don't think they had like some sexual innuendos
Yeah.
low key in them?
Yeah.
No, when you look back at it now.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, be real.
I can give you one example.
ahead.
Off the top of my head. Little Mermaid. On the castle, they had a penis hidden in the VCR cover, and then once people found that out, they had to remake it. So if you look up Little Mermaid VCR cover, you can literally see a penis.
Bro,
I-
Google search history. Little Mermaid with penis. No.
Mom, I can explain it. I swear to God.
Right? And
I swear to God,
and
my
you know,
fantasy. It's got to messed up.
you know what the funny thing is that we actually still own it. We still have the original.
I probably
VC
have it. To be
yeah.
honest, I could probably look that
Yeah.
up.
So look it up. It has you'll find like I think it's like on the top left.
Yeah.
Right where the mermaid, I forget her name.
Yeah.
Area.
Area.
Ariel.
Ariel,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's somewhere
yeah.
there. Like you gotta really find it. And then
Yeah.
the newer version, they had to replace it.
You know in Lion King, right? You know
Yeah.
when Simba, he gets to a point where he becomes exhausted. He's been walking through the forest for so long, remember? And then he just collapsed on the edge of like the mountain there.
Yeah, the cliff.
And he just cliffs, right? And he's hanging there, right? And then he just blows like some dust in the air,
Yes,
right?
yes.
They say that dust that was in the air, if you look at it, it spells out sex. And wait. I know.
I've seen the clip. I've seen the clip, yeah.
Speaking, it's a reach. It's a reach.
It's a reach.
big
So,
It's a reach, yeah.
so the writers of the story of Lion King were saying that actually that was a shout out to the special effects team. It was actually said
SFX.
SFX.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know?
That's like
That was in the
Smooth.
that Lion King one.
Yeah.
That was like in the peak of people trying to dig up
Yeah.
stuff. But there were quite a few Disney ones where
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was
Yeah.
like it's very hard to ignore. Like, and I can't remember them all. I'd have to go. Obviously, this wasn't a prepared thing. But yeah, that's interesting,
Yeah.
man. There is some weird Disney stuff.
Yeah. There have been conspiracy theories about how Disney, Walt Disney himself, there was like a lot of the people there, like they were very sexual. So they made a lot of like sexual jokes and like in the movies, like Cinderella or just any of the movies, like there's a lot of conspiracy theories about like sexual innuendo.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? Speaking of Disney, I was watching a clip the other day, and there was this couple. They were at Disney World, right? So this guy's proposing to his wife, right? So
I saw that.
He's on the hill, right? And right behind them is the Disney, what's it called, the castle right behind them. It's perfect if you look at it in the video, right?
Saw that.
So this guy, the worker, right? He sees these guys he's about to propose. He runs out of nowhere, takes the ring, runs down a pair of steps, and just says, "Guys, come down here and do it here." Bro.
Okay, so
what are you doing in that situation? A man just ran off with your ring.
So I want to be perfectly clear. This is the prime example
Yeah.
of why we get blown up on TikTok.
Why?
15 or 20 or 30 seconds does not tell you the context. How do we know for the 3-4 minutes the guy was explicitly told, "Sir, this is great, we'll arrange something, but you can't do it up here"?
No, that's fair, right? Okay, I get that. But when you look at the video, it goes on for a while where they're standing there for like a good 25 seconds, 30 seconds. They're standing on that, so there was enough time for somebody to come up there and say, "Hey guys, no, don't do that," right? It looked like as if they just got there type of thing, and it was like on the fly, right? So this guy had the audacity to run over. I would expect like you could tell me, "Hey, just step down, guys, please. This is not allowed," right? Obviously, he has a job to do, right?
Yeah.
But where he overstepped the boundaries was he grabbed the ring out of the man's hand, and ran down, and then not even giving them eye contact, but say, "Right here, right here." Bro, disrespectful.
I just saw on Instagram literally like right before I got here.
Yeah.
And it was like people were like, he's the type of guy that snitches in school.
Randall.
Randall.
Character syndrome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But what would you do in that case?
If I was the guy stealing the ring,
No, you're the guy that had the ring.
I would be really irritated and I would want everything comped. Because like, dude, you're already over social, like you can end Disney. I would make them pay everything for free and then I'd release a video to TMZ.
I mean, I would still post a video, but I'd be like, I would still post a video regardless. It'd be like, I mean, we're at Disneyland or whatever, Disney World, like, whatever.
Yeah, but that's a special moment, man. You're proposing. You'll never forget that.
But you know what though? I would say though, on the contrary, like, I mean, I'm not defending the guy for what he did.
Yeah.
I'm just saying as a couple themselves, the Disneyland, Disney World is such a big place. You could have picked anywhere else.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to be necessarily distracted or disturbed.
Yeah.
You could have done, let's say, for example, you go to Wonderland. You don't go on top of the mountain and propose there. You go in front of like the bridge and have the mountain there and then propose. I don't know. That's just me saying like
It wasn't strategic.
There's just other ways. There's other ways of doing something in a moment like that where you don't have to be disturbed by other people.
100%. I agree.
Maybe the guy asked for money to make sure that it would happen, and the guy refused to pay him. Maybe the conspiracy runs deep.
Well, we don't know. That's
Jumpers jump. You're gonna have to tag you on this one.
Oh yeah. Speaking of them,
They're Filipino too, no?
yeah, they're Filipino.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them, bro.
Yeah.
I
know.
They're doing big things in the city too, man.
So I get on that podcast soon.
Yeah, 100%, bro. that should be natural, bro.
100%.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's
We're the black sheep of TikTok though, because we have no niche.
Yeah.
don't have any niche.
But that's what I like though, because it's like you're just free. You're just
Free flowing.
Free flowing. Like you're freestyling off the top of your head, but in a podcast.
Yeah, man. But I mean, we hope sometimes that the content is high quality.
Well, it is high quality so far.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Man.
Well,
That's
actually, I
love.
kind of wanted to like get into the whole horror story type of thing.
Go ahead, bro.
Forgot
Because
about that.
because like there's a thing in the Philippines. Okay, I was looking this up to make sure that this is true. Okay, and I have my facts right. Okay, so in the Philippines, I have it on my notes. Okay, perfect. I got it on my notes just to make sure that I'm like, okay, I got this right. Okay,
Small intermission.
Yeah, bro. It's just like a Bollywood movie. We need that short little intermission time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so do you know about the history of the lady in the white dress?
No.
Okay, so there's multiple countries. If you look on Google, lady in a white dress, you have to be very specific what you search. There's many different countries, but in the Philippines specifically, there's a oh shoot. Oh here. It's a street in Quezon City, Philippines. on Balete Drive. It's spelled Balete Drive. Okay, so what this is it's a superstition about this lady who is like supposedly she got killed by a taxi driver. She got run over by a taxi driver. So whenever taxi drivers drive by, she either hops in the car and then doesn't say a word. And when the taxi driver comes and looks behind, like their face is all bloody and makes the taxi drivers run out of their car. Okay, that because of the fact that she got killed by a taxi driver. Oof. Is what like is I think the alleged thing. And then another thing, actually, I may have fucked up the story. I think she got picked up by a taxi driver and like she got in a car accident, I think. But then the other one is that she got hit by a car, like a random car. So whenever you drive in this car, drive on this road, she would walk across the street as you're driving to distract you. So whether you swerve, you hit a tree.
So there's probably a bunch of accidents and stuff. Yeah.
That. And that's because she wants to get revenge on whoever killed her. But then I think the taxi thing, I think is just because I forget what the reason.
She got scammed by a taxi driver, bro.
Should have taken an Uber.
I completely butchered the taxi part, but like the thing is like whenever taxi drivers pick her up, like they don't know that's just a ghost. And then there was one story, like a legit story. My mom and dad, when they were younger, they're like teenagers. Okay, they have older siblings who are driving a truck. So it's like one of those 2-door trucks, and you have like that little like bed thing in the background. I forgot what they call it.
Yeah.
So I think it was an older sibling. I think my dad's older brother is in the front seat. Someone else in the passenger. They're in the back seat, and then they're just driving down this road. They're just chilling late at nighttime. And there's this infamous street where like you hear noises, like someone knocking on the roof of your car, right? And it was like very strange because like they never heard this before. They thought it was one of their like cousins or one of their siblings like knocking on the truck, whatever. Yeah. And it was a sign saying that like if you don't stop, you could get into a car accident or something and you could die, because that's what happens. Like to just distract you from like actually paying attention to the road, and it's a sign that like something bad is gonna happen.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah. There's a lot of things in the Philippines. I was like,
it's a lot of superstitions, right?
Yeah. Another one is called the duende. Have you heard of a duende?
No.
So duende is like a little goblin dwarf that lives in trees. They have houses. They live in houses, like little houses, like kind of like The Hobbit. A bit like they live in little tiny houses in trees, and they live in the forest in the Philippines, right? And there's white duendes supposedly are for good motives, and the black ones are for bad. And like it was like some weird superstitions of like people telling me like how
kind of racist.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I know. White, black.
Yeah, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, I know. Why is always black? I guess the bad end of the stick, you know.
And us Arabs too. We got it bad.
Yeah.
But like supposedly, like there was like so many superstitions I hear from like parents and like aunts and uncles about like how there's like one like little like form that like kind of like they attack pregnant women. Like it gets creepy. Like I don't know if it's just like I can't fact check this, but like they like go into this woman and they like eat the baby or something, or like they kill the baby, and like once the baby is like born or something, or they get the baby out, like the baby's dead.
Like that's crazy. You know, superstitions is like something also like it's big in Somali communities too, but like it's a lot of them are baseless and just random. And like I remember my grandma, she always used to tell me, oh, make sure you don't cut your nails in the house, it's gonna bring poverty. You know, stuff like that.
Oh, just strange, strange things that have like weird history to them, right?
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm cutting my nails, bro.
Yeah.
Regardless. And we still up, though. Come on, man.
What about you guys? Like, do you believe in like superstitions, legends?
Yeah, like I don't know. There's the we talked about before. Speaking of Mississauga, there's Midgetville.
Midget Town.
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah. But like it's somewhere on Mississauga Road, right beside like right before the train tracks.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
right?
Like
pretty much,
going into Queen Street, and there's like a little like there's like a little old house there.
Oh, that one too. Yeah. That's I
didn't see that
that's
one.
supposedly haunted. It's
Yeah.
just old barber house. It's like a restaurant.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call
supposedly
that.
haunted.
That's a bit.
It's not a superstition.
That's a derogatory term, though.
haunted.
No.
Midget.
Yeah.
Midget.
Yeah.
midget
What did they use?
midget.
No, that's what it was called on Google Maps.
Oh
Yeah, yeah,
That's what it was
but-
called on.
we didn't call it that.
We didn't. No.
Nah.
No.
Yeah, just a disclaimer. It's not that.
Yeah, no, it's not
Yeah,
us, bro.
Yeah,
100%.
we work for the United Nations.
Yeah, bro. Come on, man. What? We dapping up everybody, bro.
The,
Come on, are you
the
serious?
proper word is little
Right or wrong?
person or dwarf.
Yeah.
Dwarf, yeah.
Dwarf?
Dwarf.
Yeah, just call it Dwarf Town then.
Dwarf is not derogatory?
No.
No,
The
dwarf
M,
is-
the M word is.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say it though.
The M word is. Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that.
They should rename it to Dwarf Town.
Bro, I don't even
I don't
think
even
it
know if that
exists.
still sticks on Google Maps.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think
That
it
was
exists
that was
anymore,
like
bro.
an OG name.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
for sure.
It's 2022.
For sure. Lately, I've been like reading a lot of like mystery stuff or superstitious stuff.
Yeah.
There's actually been a lot on Reddit lately. And yeah, I know the last pod I was bringing up a couple things, just things that maybe unsolved mysteries that are just super weird and how they go unsolved.
Like
but
what?
one going back too was going back to Sweden sort of thing. Their prime minister 30 years ago was murdered. To this day, they still don't know who the murderer was.
Yeah, because they didn't have Google.
Yeah, but that's crazy. You're
have
the
phones.
prime minister of a country, and they were never able to figure out
Who killed him or assassinated?
or
Bro,
assassinated. Yeah.
honestly, it's probably one of the guests that wasn't allowed to eat at his dinner table.
Honestly,
Yeah. Yo, bro.
Someone didn't feed the man.
Mystery
Yeah, bro.
solved. Yeah.
No, that guy was going into his refrigerator, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or another one is, and I can't remember the little girl's name, but there was a storm. It was in the U.S. There was a storm going on outside, and she just randomly decided to up and get on her jacket and backpack. She started walking. She went out to the forest. Never found ever again.
Bro, what?
I'm
Where was
I'm
it?
sure stuff like this happens.
Where
all
was
the
this,
time.
in Florida?
Yeah, no. It was like in
Bro, there's so many conspiracy theories, bro.
Yeah, but
People are
they-
telling me Tupac's still alive, bro. I don't want to hear it.
I think he is.
I don't want to hear it, bro. He's
Not
in
that I-
Cuba.
He just want to get
Bro,
away from
I don't
Jada
wanna-
Pinkett Smith there. That's a joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Bro.
here's another one. The West Mesa bone collector. The bones of dozens of women were found at a construction site. There were no other clues. 12 women and girls identified, with the final victim being only 15. Satellite images showed that the final body was buried in 2005.
That's messed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, did you hear about this? And speaking of bones, in France, there was like a little tunnel where like they have like bones and like skulls in the
museum.
yeah, in like it's like an underground
In
trail.
the museum.
Yeah.
Because I seen it in that show, man. What was that French show that was pretty famous lately? The black guy that was a thief.
I mean, that's
That's just so messed up.
that's so general.
I
I can think of a lot of shows right now.
I forget the name of the guy, but
Morgan Freeman,
No, it's not. Morgan Freeman. No, man. What's it called?
Samuel Jackson, like
No, it's, what was it called, man?
just tell
I
us-
forget the
tell us-
name,
tell
but
us.
Just tell
whatever.
us the story.
Anyways.
Tell us the story.
But no, like that's the show. Like basically, he's a professional thief, right?
Okay.
And he was stealing like something out of like this French museum, and then he goes under this underground tunnel, and then he finds that there's like all these skulls and all that stuff, which you were mentioning. This underground thing, so probably where that history comes from too.
yeah, I don't know.
It's the catacombs of Paris, and
Yeah,
The catacombs.
That's what it was.
Yeah, thank
Catacombs.
you.
Yeah, that's like a tourist attraction.
Yeah,
That's kind of fucked up though.
it is pretty.
it
crazy.
is.
Yeah, because like there's have you heard about the coldest city in the world?
Coldest?
Coldest.
No.
So this city is like in Siberia, northern Siberia. You have to take like a 2-hour drive from the airport to this little town of like 500 people, right? It gets cold up to like the coldest ever was like minus 72, I think. And the kids can't go to school unless it's above minus 55.
Wow.
Look it up on Google.
And
like,
how often does it get above minus 55?
oof, I'm not sure. But like, if anything below minus 55, they still have to go to school.
Why
And
would 500 people even still live there?
I know.
To this day? That's so strange.
it's like a 15-minute documentary if you find it.
Yeah.
The coldest city in the world, and they have like it's so hard for them to make food, to have water,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
it's and
I
like
would think, yeah.
the climate there is just all cold.
How their windows not cracking?
Dude,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's the funny thing while we're talking about this.
Yeah.
Is Musk apparently was deciding that by 2050 they're going to put 1 million people on Mars.
Yeah.
Right. And so everybody's giving him shit. And one of the top Reddit comments was like, they can't even put 1 million people in Antarctica, like in a city, on Earth, with access to water and oxygen,
Exactly.
and everything.
Exactly.
And they think in the next 30 years they're going to do it.
And
on another
it's just
planet.
but you have the opportunity right there.
Why don't you just test it out here?
Yeah, take a place that like nobody wants to live and make it livable.
Oh, so to go back on this, actually, on the way to this cold city,
Yeah.
there's a trail, like there's a road that they built, and underneath supposedly is all the bodies and bones of the people that built this road, because they have nowhere to bury these bodies, right? So basically you're driving on a road full of dead people that had to build this road for them.
That makes sense.
Right? And then in Africa, it's in a country, I forget the two countries. I think it's Syria, I think, in
Egypt, yeah.
Syria's not in Africa. It's in the Middle East. But Egypt's in Africa.
Okay.
So it's Egypt and another country
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, Syria would be, it's close, but it's not yet.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay,
in
no.
Africa.
Okay, I'm
But
wrong.
yeah, Egypt is Northern Africa. Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Egypt and another country. What about it?
I can't forget which countries they are. There's two countries that are right beside each other, and they claimed there's two different parts of on each side of the country. They claimed it, right? There's one little tiny spot of land that no one has ever claimed. No country has ever claimed it before, because it has to do with the oil and all that, like who owns which land, who owns the oil. So there's like a piece of land somewhere in Africa that's just sitting there that no one has claimed.
Yeah.
And people have gone there just to claim it with putting flags there, and like they're like, nah, that doesn't.
You can't do that.
That's not how it
You
works.
can't. No.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like I saw this random video on YouTube about this guy explaining this, and it's like the most dead city like in the world, or the most dead place in the
Dead
world.
place.
Yeah.
Like no one lives there.
How large is it? Like, is it?
It's very small.
Very small. Like,
in comparison to like the country, I forget how many how big it is, but like it's a very like out of the three parts of this like little triangle, it's like the smallest part, and no one.
I wonder why it never went unclaimed.
That you mentioned Egypt. It's kind of funny because I came across a strange fact about Egypt.
Okay.
You can't. When you go to somebody's house or a restaurant, like usually how we have like salt and pepper at a restaurant at our tables.
Yeah.
It's actually rude for you to ask for salt in Egypt.
Why?
Salt.
Because they think it as a sign of disrespect, like the food does not taste well, or that it needs extra flavor and stuff like that. So they advise you when you do go to Egypt, make sure you don't ask for salt.
What about pepper?
It's probably the same thing. If you ask for anything,
any condiments
to add to it, they take
exactly.
it. There's some other places that like that. Like I don't know,
Right.
if like ketchup or shit like that.
Yeah. Well, speaking
Don't
of
ask
ketchup, do you like your fries with ketchup or mayo?
Bro, ketchup, obviously.
Like
We're
ketchup.
not from the UK, bro.
Yeah, mayo.
Yo, bro.
Come on,
am
bro.
am I weird to say that I eat my fries with mayo?
No, I've seen it.
I mean,
before.
you're not
seen
weird, but yeah, I wouldn't choose that over ketchup.
No, hell no.
No, ketchup is just like too salty. I mean, I feel like salt with salt, it just makes it saltier.
Yeah.
Like
And
mayo gives it like a balanced taste to it.
I don't know about that, brother.
That's
It
interesting.
balances the taste of
I
saltiness.
don't know about that. I don't know about that, man.
Dab 'em up.
Sorry, bro. But I'm gonna dap you up. Don't worry. I got you, fam. Don't worry, Jason. No, man. Yo, what are we running at right now, Nick, man?
Dude, an hour 52.
Shut up.
Damn, bro.
This is our longest one yet.
Longest episode by far, brother.
Yo, but like we got a lot of funny conversation in there. Man.
What?
Okay, should we wrap this up in
Oh,
like
of
5 minutes?
course.
No, we can wrap it up whenever, like, and within the next, right now, if you feel like it,
Bro, up to you guys, man. I'm down for whatever's clever.
No, the end of the 2 hours.
Holy, bro. That's
We got 8 more minutes. Might as well just.
Since
This is not the New Year's countdown.
Yeah, right?
Since-
8.
Yo, let's just end it at
6,
8 minutes, man.
5.
since we're on the topic of weird shit,
Yeah.
stuff we've come across on the internet. Another thing I came across was in California, bees have just been determined legally as fish.
No, they're not.
They've been. That's fine.
In Australia?
No, in California, and just in the state of California.
Okay.
Bro, anything could identify whatever.
So there are 4 different species of bees.
Okay.
Bumblebees, sort of thing.
Okay.
And I guess they are very endangered in California. So the courts and a bunch of people fighting for this species have bent a bunch of things because they are spineless creatures, bees, I believe.
Okay.
I can't remember the word for it.
So they're considering them
Invertebrates. Invertebrates.
Okay.
They have determined that legally they can call a bee a type of a fish, and thus they are now considered
Honest.
A bish.
They are now considered a bish. They are now considered endangered, and they are now going to be protected. And if they weren't legally called fish, they wouldn't be protected.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
But how ridiculous
Buddy,
is that?
fishes have a spine.
Yeah, fish. Yeah, I know. I understand that.
So why saying a bumblebee doesn't have a spine makes it a fish?
There might be certain species of fish that are not vertebrates.
Bro, that's crazy.
Honestly, I'm not even going to be that type of guy who like, they're wrong, just okay.
Bro, no,
But
it's-
frogs too. They do the same thing with frogs.
Frogs
they
don't have a spine. We
They
can
don't-
agree.
yeah,
but
that's-
they can call frogs fish as well for the same reason.
Okay.
Amphibian.
Yeah, because it's in the water.
Yeah, but a
bee-
frog isn't a fish.
Bro, you
Yeah.
know what? Okay, you know what that is, bro? That's people having nothing to do
Yeah,
with their time.
I understand that, and that's
And
crazy.
classifying things.
It's
bro.
crazy that they feel they need to bend the law to something to make this species protected.
Such as
Just
life.
make it protected.
Such
Yeah.
as life.
Why does it
brother.
need to be considered this?
Such as life.
Yeah, what a bish, eh?
A lot
What a
of
bish.
Yeah, bish.
My guy.
My bish.
Shout out to Kendrick Lamar.
My bish. It's my bish.
Shout out Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, money.
I think he's watching this episode.
Yo,
Yeah.
money.
I hope.
do you
hope.
think he's fallen off or no?
No,
I don't even listen to his
How
music,
can
bro.
you
Yo,
say that?
I don't even
Yo.
listen to his music, bro.
Yo, if you ever listen to his new album, "We Cry Together" is one of the most like weird but like storytelling song. It's him and this woman. I forget what her name is.
Yeah.
Oh, Taylor Page.
Taylor Page.
Taylor Page. It's basically it's like them arguing back and forth, calling them the B word, like fuck
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Like they're just saying back and forth like a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, they make up.
That's beautiful, man. That's cute.
No, it's bad.
But, yeah, exactly. You can't be in a toxic relationship.
No. Trust me. You have to listen to. I'll
Yeah.
play it after the podcast,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
it's so like what?
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah,
is this?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember like I was talking to a couple friends of mine. They're like, yeah, like it was so difficult to listen to the song, even though you understand the storytelling. It's just a back and forth of like. I don't know how many times they said "fuck you." They probably said
Yeah.
the word "fuck" more than Wolf of Wall Street.
So
Yeah.
someone like Kendrick is one of the more rare breeds in today's rap that's actually telling stories.
Yeah, and J. Cole.
J. Cole.
And J. Cole too.
J.
Shout out
Cole.
to him.
Shout out
We-
to shout
we
out-
brought him- we brought
an
him home.
extra
We
special
brought
to
him
J.
home.
Cole
We
with
brought him
Scarborough,
home.
man. That's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
dope.
Scarborough, man.
That's so cool.
Actually, it's funny enough though. He's only gonna play like a couple more games
I know,
because he's
yeah.
going on tour.
Yeah.
Really?
But still,
That's-
who it doesn't matter. He came to Canada.
I think
Drake.
that's so cool, and the people who are going there to see him too.
Yeah. So
The-
100%, bro.
You gonna go to
Show
OVO
love and
Fest?
support.
Man, man. To be honest, not
Nah.
my thing.
Rolling
not my
Loud-
thing.
Rolling
nothing,
Loud?
Nothing.
We
Huge
gotta get
crowds
media
like that.
passes. We gotta get media passes.
Can we get media passes?
We gotta
probably
get media
could. We
passes.
probably
for Rolling
could.
Loud.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
looked it up. I looked it up. So their application,
Yeah.
they're gonna be doing everything and screening everybody like a month before. So basically,
Okay.
So
when
we
they
can
open
submit
it
it?
up, yeah, but like,
Be on
Yeah.
your best
Shoot
behavior.
our shot.
boy.
Why not?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
of course.
Yeah,
Why
shoot
not?
your shot because
Yeah.
I'm manifesting. I want to shoot all of those concerts, man.
You
Let's do
could
it.
what? You could do it. Absolutely, bro.
Veld-
You're talented.
Veld, OVO Fest, Rolling Loud,
Right.
TO.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Let's do
that'd
it.
be dope.
Let's do all
Yeah,
of
do
it.
I
that,
want.
man.
I want to shoot all that.
Shout out to one of the upcoming photographers in the city. Huge fan of our pod. Always commenting. Notorious Lenses. My boy.
Oh, that's another one.
He's
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
his
great
thing.
guy.
He's doing
Great
his
guy.
thing, man.
Yeah.
He's been
Yeah.
shooting a lot of him
Yeah.
and a bunch of other people.
Yeah, you should clip it to him.
Bro, 100%, man.
Yeah,
I shout
yeah.
out my boy, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Where are we at? 150.
Yeah.
an hour and 58. Yeah.
Oh
Shout out-
yeah, 2
shout
more
out-
minutes.
Shout out to Kashan too as well.
Keyshawn.
Yeah, Keyshawn.
Well,
yeah,
I'll
Keyshawn,
tell
yeah.
you what, man. Our outro
Yeah.
will definitely be 2 minutes. So let's hear it, Colin.
2 minute
Yeah,
warning.
man. Guys, man. It don't get longer than this. This was a long one. Very long.
Yeah, it was.
Okay?
It was fun,
I ain't
though.
talking Nia. Not Nia long.
You're not talking about.
Nah. I'm not talking about that. Whatever you're about to bring, I'm not talking about that.
We can shake hands
We
on
can
it.
shake hands on it, bro.
long like a hot dog.
Bro, longer
Oh
than
my
that.
Long
man.
like a glizzy.
But
Come
guys-
on, a glizzy.
What episode is this, first of all?
Episode 41. 41.
No, bro.
40.
I just edited 40.
I know. That's why I said 41.
41.
No, we did 41
Yeah,
last
with
week.
Jeff. 42.
Oh my god.
is
bro.
42.
42.
42, man.
Jackie
Episode.
Robinson.
Yes. Huddle Talk TV, episode 42. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for tapping in on this extra long episode. We had our boy on here, 905 Shooter came through, blessed us
Jason
with
the man.
his presence. The boy Jason, appreciate it, bro. You know, we
Appreciate
didn't
it.
agree on a lot of things, but we dapped it up. We dapped it up. You know, we're going by the nickname United Nations now.
We
When
are.
Jason comes
We
up.
agreed on everything.
Yeah, we agreed on it, bro.
Everything.
Guys, it's been a pleasure. I know Nick is gonna be pissed about editing 2 hours worth of footage, but you know what it is, man. We had to do it to him. We had to do it to him. But guys, next week, catch us again, man. We out. Huddle Talk TV, baby.
Love it.
Bye.
That's it. Stretch that outro. We got 30 seconds, but it's done. Stop it.
Done.